What's good,
right.
folks? Welcome back to the Games Done Quick channel and to the Hotfixes. These are little shows that we do in between our two mainline events, Awesome Games Done Quick and Summer Games Done Quick. We'll be having a little bit of information on that later. Before that, we're going to introduce this show. So this is the Going Places Hotfix. Our main focus is on region-exclusive game speedruns, as well as handheld game speedruns, which we get some interesting things thrown in, and we've had a couple of previous runs from this hotfix make it into the mainline events, and who knows, maybe some of our runners will have some luck when GDQ Awesome Games Done Quick 2024 rolls around, and it will be live in person in January 14th to the 21st in Pittsburgh. You can use !AGDQ in Twitch chat for more info. There are also so many other places where GDQ is going to be. There is the GDQ X, which will be live from TwitchCon from October the 20th to the 22nd. The event will take place on the Games Done Quick stage, as well as streamed live on the GDQ Twitch channel. So you can go to our website and find out a little more about that. We also have host volunteer submissions are now open until the 3rd. So that's 2 days from when we are live with this. Games Done Quick will also be at PAX West 2023, September the 1st to the 4th. If you're interested in watching live runs or try your hand at the Speedrun Gauntlet, be sure to head over to the Speedrun stage at PAX West to find out more. Alrighty, we have got some more Mario action. We've been having a lot of Mario action, a lot of Mario love, which, you know, year of Mario. I don't know if anybody's actually saying that, but that it's a good year for the guy and some good games ahead, I think. But we're going to be throwing it back. Good grief, this is what, 16 years ago now, to Mario Party DS. Umbre is going to be taking us through the story mode run of this. Umbre, how are you doing?
I am doing fantastic.
Let's go. What's in store for us? I'm sure most people know, what the rundown of a Mario Party is, but yeah, what treats lie in wait for us?
Yeah, so story mode, and I'll get us to the settings selection screen here, and I'll explain this screen here too, because that's important. But story mode is basically the gauntlet of the 5 boards of Mario Party DS, as well as the 5 boss fights in Mario Party DS, all rolled up into one. Very fun speedrun package. And as you all know, this speedrun is luck-based, mostly. I'll get into that a little later. So we're gonna have a lot of fun here today. And of course, as the host of the show, Hypnotix, you have the choice of which character I am playing as today.
Oh, I don't know. Just getting a little something from the producer at the moment. We're just having a little hiccup with the stream at the moment, folks, from our runner, but hopefully this is something that we're just going to quickly fix with a little intermission, and then who knows who I'm going to pick for my character. But maybe chat can suggest whilst we're in waiting, let us know who you would pick for your Mario Party DS run. Alrighty, folks, welcome back. I think we have managed to iron out the few little creases in our stream, and we are back with some more Mario Party DS action. We were left before we went to the intermission with. I've been given a choice, haven't I, Umbre? Run it by me one more time.
You can choose any of these characters. It is a groundbreaking, earth-shattering decision that will split the paths of RNG forever, so no pressure.
Wow, am I going to kill this run before it's even started? I'm a big fan of the color purple, and as a lanky fella myself, I can relate to a certain Waluigi. I think we'll go with him.
All right. Secret. That choice doesn't mean anything, guys. All right.
Did you hear something?
Oh, no, I haven't said anything.
Did somebody say something?
No, I was going to talk about the mini game set, which we'll be playing on Simple. I'll just explain everything when we get into the run. time starts when I press this button. I don't know if that. I assume that matters. So here we go.
Good luck.
So, I've messed up a cutscene skip, 2 cutscene skips, but that's okay. It loses me like 3 seconds. We are starting in Wiggler's Garden, the first board in Mario Party DS. Let's see who our opponents are. We got Mario, Peach, Yoshi. Mario will be going first. I generally want to go first in a no reset setting for reasons I will go into a tiny bit later. But yeah, and I'm also hoping for this is just a normal Mario Party board. Stars will spawn randomly around the map. 1 of 2, and it'll cost 20 coins. And we got the worst of the 2 star spawns that it can start with, which kind of is a little lame because the CPUs will now be Actually, Mario just went up, which I like, but CPUs will generally now go towards the item shop, which is going to be a minor problem. But yeah, you generally want to go either first or last. First because I'm gonna do I have a couple tricks up my sleeve to limit the RNG of the run. One of them is something called turn resetting. And if you just press L plus R plus select plus start, you can restart the game, get a new turn with new RNG, which will come in handy later. And if you go last, you can basically manipulate a little bit what kind of mini game you play. So going second isn't great, but I mean, it's Wiggler's Garden. We'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So we all landed on either blue or green spaces, which means I hope we'll be playing a 4-player mini game, which we will. So now here's my favorite part of this run. Why are all those mini games? Why do all those mini games have question marks on them? Mm-hmm. So as you notice at the beginning of not even before the speed run, I loaded onto not a brand new file, but a very fresh file of Mario Party DS. I've already played through story mode once on this file. And I have unlocked very few mini games. Not coincidentally, happen to be the longest mini games in this game. And also all of the 1v3 mini games, because there's 50 turns in the story mode, there's less than 50 bad mini games you can get. So we won't be playing horrible mini games. Like if you know this game, Dress for Success takes about a minute. A mini game like some bad battle mini games like Short Fuse can take multiple minutes. We won't be playing them till much later in the run, if at all. Which is basically the point of because this happens because when you're playing Mario Party DS for the first time, the game will prioritize unlocking new mini games over playing mini games you've already played before, which we've exploited to basically reduce the RNG of this run to not having very horrible mini games. I hope that explanation makes sense. It's a long-winded trick that's kind of hard to explain, but I think it's a very neat trick you can do in this game. And it was discovered by another runner of this game named Brass Beat, so credit goes to him in 2021. And the day that I started using this, actually the day after I started using this strategy, was the day I got the world record in this game.
Hey, nice.
Yeah. So it's powerful. The only games that are still reliant on RNG are those 1v3 mini games, because we did have to unlock all of them before the speed run to be able to not have to unlock the other ones. So every time the 1v3 board comes up, I am praying that we don't get a bad mini game like for example Track Star, which we'll see later, is the train mini game that can take a while. But the 1v3 mini games are as a whole pretty fast, so that's why we chose to that category to unlock over the 4-player mini games, the 2v2 mini games, and the battle mini games, which all have some annoying mini games within them. So let's back to this board. This has actually gone pretty well so far, because everyone was able to pass the star the first time, so they'll have to go all the way around the board again to be able to get back to the star. which is good for me because getting stars is long. It loses time, and it's also like if a CPU gets a star, I'm gonna have to get a star to be able to beat them, because you have to get first place on every board in this speed run to be able to complete it. Otherwise, you have to play the board again, which loses a lot of time. Right now, I also like that the CPUs are all kind of bunched up together. That is very good, and I like that Yoshi didn't roll very low on his double dice. The CPUs are all very bunched up together, which kind of makes it so that like if someone got a star, they'll probably all be getting to that star space around the same time. So it kind of helps us in not losing time later in the speed run to just a star frenzy. This minigame is. There's a nice minigame because the timer is only 20 seconds. Most minigames have a 30-second timer. It's not nice because if I mess up here, the CPUs will be getting some coins. Like, why would we just phase through that red coin? Which I personally don't think is a coincidence. I think this game is rubber banding a little bit, but I might just be a conspiracy theorist there. Yeah. So they all got 10 coins, which isn't great. We generally want to keep the economy of the game low and have everyone have low coins, because the more coins everyone has, the more stars everyone can buy. Especially if, as we'll see a little later, Bowser can also lower the price of stars for everyone, which I would not want to happen. But right now, I am tied for first place, which is good. Good to an extent, because you'll see after turn 5 why I don't want to be in first place forever. At least first place. I want to be in first place at the end of the board, not at the beginning. And I'll explain why once Bowser shows his less than attractive head and he switches up the board a little bit. But yeah, again, we actually haven't gotten a single green space yet, I don't think, so I haven't had to explain that. If the CPU lands on one of those flowers, they'll go back to the starting space, which actually Peach is about to go back to the starting space, which is actually good for her, because now she's closer to the star. It's not so good for me, someone who does not want the CPUs to get stars, but we're gonna play another 1v3 minigame here. This is a very good roulette of 1v3s. I like all three of those minigames. Gusty Blizzard, I basically just have to just rub Waluigi a lot, and that's not as weird as it sounds. I just put my stylus on him, and Yoshi can't do much. The CPUs get progressively more difficult as the boards progress, but on board 1, none of them are very hard. So I should have no trouble winning all these mini games. I do have a plan. You've
got to take care of your Waluigi. There's nothing weird about rubbing him.
Exactly,
you've got to make sure that he's warm. Protect him.
Exactly. You gotta. Waluigi doesn't deserve to be stuck in the freezing cold of Yoshi's whatever powers Yoshi has in that minigame to turn everyone to snowmen. That does not seem like a very nice fate. But yeah, that's fine. So if everyone who lands on an orange space will give you get to get 5 coins and also share 5 coins with the CPUs. If the CPUs land on an orange space, they'll always give coins to the person in last place. And it's a little bit slower than Redless landing on a blue space. It's because the CPUs take about 3 seconds to get through every text box, as opposed to me, who can just get through every text box in 0 seconds. Because I guess they don't trust the kids' reading skills in this game. She's gotta get that 10 coin hex, and she's gotta show it off to everyone, which I can't blame her for. All right, so we got a 4-player minigame. What minigame are we playing now? Mario Party. Get the let out. Okay, this is just a button masher. Every Mario Party has them. Let's see how much I can mash Waluigi into this pencil here. And that brings me to something interesting that I really love about this game. This is the only Mario Party game, I believe, with a theme for all the mini games and all the boards. Everyone's tiny, because Bowser turned everyone tiny at the beginning of the story mode, which Yeah, a cutscene that I skipped. So every single minigame is based. Yeah, every single minigame is based around that, which I it leads to a lot of creativity in like the minigame design and like even like the background design in some of the minigames, which like I just think is a really like neat thing that this game does. And I think this is why it's one of the better Mario parties for me. But yeah, now we got Mr. Bowser over here. He is going to help out the person in last place, which usually either means giving him coins, lowering the star prices, or even giving him a star. I do not like stars for 5 coins. That's bad for me. So I'm a little peeved off at Bowser here for lowering the star price for everyone, because the whole point of like the first 5 turns is to try and limit Mario apparently didn't get enough of Bowser. He's about to get Leno again. The whole point of the first 5 turns is to limit the amount of coins everyone has, so that not everyone can just buy stars willy-nilly. And Bowser just threw that out the window. So yeah, Bowser, when you land on a Bowser space, he does not help you out. A random effect just kind of just appears. One of them is just giving 10 coins to all the other players, which is kind of like neutral for me. Like I could take or leave the 10 coins, but I guess it's good that Mario doesn't have as many coins. But if stars cost 5 coins, then I mean, there's not a whole lot of limitation there. I am gonna buy that star, which I would not do if I wasn't doing a no reset or like a not marathon, but like an exhibition here. Because it does put me in first place, which is gonna make me a target. See how those red spaces turn to purple spaces? It's gonna make me a target of those duels. Whenever someone lands on one of those spaces, they'll play a duel, and the CPUs always duel the person in first place, which is now me. In fact, if Yoshi goes up here, he's gonna play a duel, because that's just how he rolls. Yeah, he sees me go in first place, he immediately takes advantage of it.
It's on sight. He woke up and chose violence.
Yeah, he did not waste any time. Duels, you can wager 20 coins, all your coins, 1 star, sometimes 2 stars, or even on the board. But again, on the first board, it's not really that big a deal, because Yoshi's not gonna go. It's a big deal, but Yoshi's not gonna win this mini game. You can lose runs to bad duels at the end, but we'll cross those bridges when we come to it. I just took 20 Yoshi's coins as punishment for him losing me some time there. Another bad thing about duels is that they do unlock a new minigame, like outside of a turn, which means it's 1 turn earlier in the run that we're going to be playing those horrible minigames that I specifically engineered my runs to not have to deal with. So that's fun. What is Peach going to buy here? Super spot. Okay, so that's actually not bad. After turn 5, the item shop gets even better items, which the CPUs take advantage of. Sometimes they'll have triple dice sets instead of double dice sets, which just you roll 3 times in 1 turn. Sometimes they'll have star pipes, which just transport you instantly to a star, no questions asked. So Peach only buying a double dice set there, I'm not too upset about. We're playing Peekaboo again. I don't think I explained this minigame last time. We're just looking for the boost on the top screen that it says on the top screen. I just like to do a little circle around the screen just to see. But it looks like I'm not doing. It looks like there's a lot of blue glasses, blue goggles, blues. That's a mouthful on the screen. Yeah.
Very stylish though.
Yeah, I think it's a good look for them. I don't know why they didn't take it in this last screen here. I think they should keep their glasses on.
They're inside,
Yeah.
I don't know why well, to be fair, they're not actually wearing the sunglasses over their eyes. Maybe, it's a little bright outside.
That is true. Who knows? Who knows what goes on in that haunted mansion we apparently paid a visit to? If I can get this star, I probably will. Just because I don't want to risk losing this board, and that would be very embarrassing. But I did not get this star, so I'll go up and see if the star spawns there. It would be very. I don't think the good folks at GDQ would be too happy with me losing 20 minutes in one fell swoop. So, okay, Yoshi just landed on his own star block, which means he's about to get 2 turns, at least 1 star. Yeah, I'm gonna turn reset for that. So you're gonna see the first instance of that, because I don't like Yoshi having 3 stars when I only have 1. That's not super. I took the first file. I did. That's not super conducive to good speedrunning and winning the board. And I also think it's like he really just put down a star block and landed on it immediately. Like, Yoshi, come on. Like, I get it. You're a CPU.
Rigged.
You don't have to bend to the rules that we normal peasants do. But that's even worse. That's an even worse roll than last time. But whatever. And so that was pretty funny. If you land on that green space, you can choose the one of 3 flowers. One of them has 10 coins. One of them has 30 coins, and the last one only has 1 coin. I just got the 1 coin one, so that's pretty. That's nice. Yeah, it's random, of course.
All right, that turn's looking a little bit better.
Yeah, this is definitely not as bad as Yoshi just waltzing onto his own star block of 3 stars. And of course, turn resetting loses time, but losing the board loses more time. So you can do some math there. 20 minutes is less than like the what 45 seconds I just lost, and 45 seconds sounds like a lot, and any normal speedrun it would be. In this game, you save time and lose time in big chunks. So like I can like my sum of best is roughly I think as of right now it's 16 minutes better than my PB. So just to give you an idea, and I have the world record. So just to give you an idea of what this game looks like, you're like when I say like, oh, I'm only 1 minute behind Wigglers, that's pretty good. I'm only 2.5 minutes behind going into Bowser's the final board. That's not bad. So yeah, there's a lot of leeway in this game. That was Goomba Wrangler. I got 25 Goombas, and Mario only had 2. So I kind of
wow.
I was a little bit sweaty on that one. But that's not even that impressive, to be honest. Like the CPUs are just so like abominably terrible at that one that like it's just not like I don't know what they were thinking. Even on the higher difficulties, they're not even that good. Whereas if you like get the let out the button masher you played earlier, I'm not a bad button masher, but I'm not the best one either. I cannot dream of beating the expert CPUs in that one. Or there's gonna be a mini game where you like spin the stylus around in on the screen a bunch, and the expert CPUs, I don't know what substances they use to achieve their get the results there, because it blows my mind, honestly. But we'll see that a little later. Right now the CPUs are a little bit it's baby mode, as they'd say. I will get that star should I have the opportunity, because
I think for the AI the secret ingredient is crime.
Yeah,
it's the way they get away with these moves. It's like I haven't played all too many Mario parties, but the different party games that I've played, like it is frankly ridiculous seeing what the AI does, and like the games aren't even slick with it. They're like the AI knows exactly, like it doesn't emulate human behavior at all. You're just like, this game hates me.
Exactly. That's
what it is.
All right, this is a fun mini game. I can draw whatever I want here, and I will choose peace. I'll say hi GDQ, because I don't care about getting coins, because Peach I'm competing with Peach. In fact, I might
OMG.
Yeah.
GDQ hi
everyone. And in fact, I might do a little turn resetting it to get this star, because if Peach gets 2 stars, we're gonna be in trouble. But hopefully that won't happen, considering I have an 80% chance of getting the star this turn, just based on what odds. We almost won, even though I did nothing. So that just shows you how interesting the CPU's behavior on these early boards are. Waluigi is still in the lead. We haven't gotten a duel in quite some time. I'm pretty happy with where we are at right now.
Nice.
Yeah. And if you look at the top screen, all those orange spaces are where the dual spaces are. So we do not want anyone to land on those. All right, well, I got the star, so we're fine. We are chilling, as the kids say.
Very nice. Well, whilst we're chilling, I know that this is a silly question.
Uh-huh.
And I imagine that it's from somebody within your community, but somebody in chat. There's a question for you.
Okay.
If Taylor Swift was a Mario Party game, what would she be?
I don't think there's a Mario Party game currently out that can really represent the greatness of Taylor Swift, but she would probably be this game, to be honest, because this is the best.
Sorry if I put you on the spot a little bit by sort of just, proclaiming to the world that you're a bit of a Swiftie, but...
Yeah, no, I am a proud Swiftie. I am proud, and I shout it to the heavens, Actually, today is the... if we were doing yesterday, I would make an August joke, but unfortunately today is the first day of September, so we're kind of in the Red era, the Evermore era. So I'm afraid. So yes, Taylor Swift would probably be this game. Thank you to whoever from my chat came into chat to ask that question. I really appreciate it.
The people have to know. The people have to know.
Exactly. Blondie forever. We should be. I really don't see many scenarios where I don't win this game, because even if Peach gets that star, this is the last turn. Even if Peach gets that star, I don't really. She can't get another. I still have more coins than her, so we are super chilling. Again, this board is not very hard to win, even if you're just winging it. The next board the next board is the board that concerns me a little bit, but again, we will cross that bridge when we come to it. Just no more no duels, please. Peach is in front of two dual spaces. Yoshi has a couple in his sights. I would not be okay. Yoshi did not get a duel. I would be very appreciative if everyone just did not get a duel. Peach can even get the star for crying out loud. She can get the star if she wants to. Just do not land on those evil purple spaces.
We're sending our blessings.
Yeah, okay, she did not. Although there is something bad that can happen here. If Peach lands on Bowser, and one of the effects of Bowser is to equalize all the coins of all the players, then I will have then I'll have to win the next mini game. But that's that would be so crazy unlucky. Even Mario Party DS wouldn't do that to me, right, Bowser, right, Bowser. Bowser, I've always considered you a friend. I've always considered you one of my best friends. And okay, we're fine. So I can throw the next minigame completely.
Phew.
Yeah. And it will be 1v3, because landing on Bowser space counts as a red space, and the rest of us landed on blue spaces. And what space you land on determines what kind of minigame you play. And it's a pretty fast minigame. So yeah, I don't have to do anything here. Waluigi, he's gonna freeze this. He's gonna freeze this minigame, I'm afraid. I know I talked about earlier about taking care of your Waluigi Tamagotchi, but I'm afraid he'll have to.
You wouldn't.
I'm afraid he's gonna have to take it just for that. Well, if she freezes everyone before the timer ends, then we save like 1 second. That's important. That's important.
Poor guy.
Yeah. But we still won, because Peach couldn't even freeze the other CPUs, so it's a bit of a give and take. Yeah. So now we are gonna fight the boss of this board, which is one piranha plant. There's a little bit when Waluigi's like 2 inches tall, the piranha plant's a little bit more threatening than in regular Mario games.
Yeah, that is some important context. I was just like, one piranha plant?
Yeah.
Huh?
That's a pretty intimidating frame, so, Yeah, so we're gonna, the piranha plant's gonna inhale those little bomb seeds on either side. I'm gonna try not to get hit by them. I'm gonna try to give him a little taste of his own medicine. And, okay, I almost got hit by one. But yeah, and you have to button mash when the piranha plant's inhaling, or else he'll eat Waluigi, which would be which would not be. I don't know if Waluigi would be very tasty. I know Mario eats a lot of garlic. I have to imagine Waluigi's probably similar. So I would think it would be better. I think it would be better for everyone if Waluigi stayed floating on his little balloon here. Okay,
it does look incredibly goofy there as well.
He's
I'm
so
enjoying.
In fact, I'm kind of glad we chose Waluigi because he's by far like the funniest sprite in this mini game. He like look at him just dangle there, and then
we do love our goofy guys.
Yeah, no, I'm a long goofy guy myself, so I can attest to that. All right, but we are going to defeat this boss without much trouble. And yeah, that is one board down, 4 to go.
Nice.
Just skip a cutscene here. Basically, the Wiggler is going to thank us for helping kill the piranha plant in his garden. You know, God forbid he share the space, but I mean, anything for that sweet sky crystal, right? Which is what Bowser, which is like the MacGuffin in this game that Bowser stole, so that we have to go around collecting. But yeah, now we are on Toadette's music room, and this is a worse board than the first one for a couple of reasons. One of them, you see all those yellow spaces on the board? Those will become dual spaces, just like in Wiggler's Garden, and there's a lot of them on this board in very different spots, which I do not appreciate from this game. But even worse is that the first star in this game, in this board, costs 5 coins. 5 coins. We all start with 10. So I can do absolutely nothing to prevent the CPUs from going and getting that star, other than just hoping to just roll low for the first few turns. And we actually got a pretty good star spawn. Usually spawns a little bit closer to the starting space, but still, I'm not a... how this board works, that the stars progressively and sequentially get more expensive with every star you buy. So this first star is 5 coins, second star is 10 coins, which is still too cheap. Then it goes to 15, 20, and then 30. So yeah, and I don't like Yoshi rolling a 10 because that means he's well on his way to getting that first star. But we'll live. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world to be not in first place out of the first 5 turns, because like I said, the GPUs will duel whoever's in first, which could very well be me out of the first board. We're gonna play a 2v2 here. What minigame are we gonna get in Mario Party? Toppling Terror. Oh, this is the first microphone minigame, I believe. So you see, this is my Wii U gamepad. I'm playing this on Wii U. The tiny little microphone here. I'm gonna blow into it.
Let's go. Oh wow, he do be blowing.
Yeah, you guys are lucky I sprang for the noise suppressor, else that would be a not a very pleasant sound on the microphone. But yeah, this is a pretty fast mini game, so.
I've had somebody on my show in the past, Brandino, who's shown off like a DS game here and there, and I can't remember which game it is. I think it might have been a Zelda game that like requires you to use the microphone and to be loud, and they allow technically I'd say that it's a tool assisted speedrun, but like you could use compressed air on the microphone. I don't know, is that something that like they permit on the boards for you guys?
We've considered that yet. As Mario Party, I'm gonna have to look into that. See if I mean, it doesn't really. I don't really save that much time. There's only like one mini game where blowing faster actually saves time. It's a very small amount of time, but I will have to look into that because that might be a little bit easier than just blowing into the microphone every time. But yeah, the microphone was always a weird quirk of the DS, but the DS is all about those weird quirks, so we can appreciate it.
For sure.
Yeah. So yeah, Yoshi is en route to that star. He will likely get it next turn, if not the turn after. And he also has a lot of coins, but at least Toad's rolling low, right? We appreciate Toad. But yes, Toad was Toad part of the last board's craft? I don't think he was. So all the CPUs that are new for the last board are going to be like a difficulty level higher than the CPUs so the CPUs are just like sticking around, like Yoshi, like he's still on easy. I forget if Luigi was here last time, but he's still on easy. But Toad will be on medium, which is not very scary, but it'll get scary a little later when we get to Bowser's. But yeah, airbrushers, you just flap your wings and collect some coins. It's a fun time. and it does add a lot of coins to the overall economy here, which again I generally do not want. Like now everyone has enough to buy the 30 coin stars. So what's even the point of me trying to keep the CPUs from getting stars, you know? Like I said, this game is a lot of give and take. But I will be buying some double dice blocks, which I wouldn't normally do if I was just trying to speed through this board. But I want to get to the item shop again after turn 5. That's when they start selling star pipes, which is how I plan to win this board. Because leaving it up to chance is probably not a great idea when all the CPUs can just buy whatever stars they want. Like look at Luigi. You can tell he's scheming something in that pipe there. He has his own plan. But if he doesn't get this, if he doesn't get the star this turn, then I will gladly swoop in and take it myself. I don't have to worry about splurging on star pipes. So Yoshi, what do you want to roll? Oh, he actually doesn't get this star. Wow. Good for you. Bully for you, Yoshi. I will reward your kindness by taking the star that probably should have been yours. I hope you're okay with that. And I'm sure Bowser is selling a store for you too. Yeah, he just took coins. Bowser spaces are very slow, by the way. They're because, like I said, each CPU spends like 2 seconds on each text box, when I spend like 0 seconds. And there's a lot of text boxes, so it loses about 20 to 30 seconds to land a Bowser for a CPU to land on a Bowser space, which again sounds like 20 to 30 seconds. That's gotta kill his run. Nah. I can make that in 1 turn. What are we playing, Mario? Cucumber Jacks. Oh, I like this one. It's a quick mini game. You just slide and shred this cucumber until there's no more cucumber. And pay attention to how much cucumber Toad shreds versus how much I shred, because I think there's an imbalance of labor here, in my humble opinion.
Oh, bro is slack.
Actually, Toad didn't do that bad. Usually, like, if you had this board on Wiggler's Garden, like the CPUs will be, you have to shred the entire cucumber by yourself, which is it's a little infuriating, considering, you know, like yeah, we all have to. I feel like the world would benefit more if we all just put in equal labor in terms of shredding cucumbers. Am I right?
True.
Yeah.
True.
So yeah, where's the next star gonna be spawning? Is my question.
Ooh.
We'll see. The next star is gonna cost 10 coins, which is really not a lot considering everyone has at least 40. You know, they can. But it's I get that star this turn. Do I want to though? Is the question. I'll think about it while I buy a double dice in here, because actually I do want to. Because I'm gonna be in first anyway. Might as well be in super first rather than regular first. And if I get dueled, I get dueled. You know, it'll add some intrigue, it'll add some drama to the speed run if I'm playing star duels, right? You know, we gotta have that content, as the kids say.
Spice things up a little bit. Why not? As long as, you know, it doesn't bite you later on. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, it's much more likely that me not getting that star would bite me later on, considering Luigi has his double dice. He's probably loading up to buy that star. Yoshi's getting that star, and with how many coins each CPU has, things could go sour quickly if they just start like piling up stars. Luigi rolls on another friend space, so which again is not very fast, but we'll live.
Unbelievable! You win a mini game with a guy, and he doesn't even count you as a friend. That's
exactly. Yeah, no.
Luigi, you were right. He is scheming something.
And you know what's the worst part? If you're tied for last place with a CPU, and another CPU lands in the friend space, they'll take the other CPU 100% of the time. So there's really some collusion between the computers here that I do not appreciate. I think you know this could warrant an investigation in my humble opinion. But yeah, Toad just landed on the horn space, which is basically just a star pipe. It just takes him right to the star. Which, like I said, if I hadn't bought that star, Toad could very well get 2 stars next turn if the star spawns poorly. So we do want. I do want to play it safe on this board. The strategy are a little different from world record attempts than just doing a no reset. Because this is Mario Party, right? Like I know what you're all thinking. Like it's a luck based speedrun. How is this nerd gonna guarantee that he wins every time? And to an extent, I just lost that minigame. That was kind of embarrassing. To an extent, a small extent, the people calling me a nerd are kind of right. But there are some things I can do to limit very much the amount of luck involved in this speed run, if not kill it entirely. All right, I didn't want to roll a 10 there. Actually, that takes me onto the metronome. Actually, I like that because now the metronome just makes the star spawn in a different spot, which is good because Toad's about to get that star. So sorry, Toad. You know, it's a cruel world out there. It's a cruel, cruel world. Luigi rolls a 1. Maybe he wasn't scheming something. That was kind of a pitiful roll, Luigi. Yoshi rolls a 2. The CPUs aren't doing too good here, but I like when the CPUs roll low personally, so I won't complain. Let's see, what's Toad gonna roll with his 2 dice blocks? Because he still could get the star, but it's less likely that he gets 2 stars now. Oh, he got the star. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, Toad. Toad wants me to be scared of him, but we do not back down in fear to the likes of Toad. This mushroom. We will not stand for this. As long as the star doesn't spawn on the top right again and he gets another star, but let's see. Let's see where are we going next, Mario Party DS?
What's it gonna be?
That's fine, even though Toad is still the closest person to that. But hopefully, wait, what? Toad is 2. Okay, so that shouldn't be a problem as long as I can just stay tied with Toad and stars. If he doesn't get that star, we'll still be able to beat him on coins, because that star will cost 30 coins, which is going to kind of bankrupt Toad a little bit. It's not the best star spawn, but there certainly are worse outcomes. Speaking of bad,
on the same team as well.
Yeah, and on a really bad minigame. Actually, it's not a bad minigame, but it's a minigame that can go sour quite quickly because the CPUs are not very good at this one, especially when they're on the same team as you. Like, Toad's kind of just running around the map. Like, he doesn't really have a plan. He doesn't really have any set goals in mind. Like, Toad is just kind of running into Waluigi right there. So we almost lost that minigame. So it's not my favorite minigame just because the CPUs are kind of a little brain dead on this one, as opposed to the button mashers where they become Hercules. But we are in the final 5 turns now, and it'll be Luigi getting the bonus. So let's see. 30 coins. Actually, on this board, there's no stars with 5 coins option, so I don't really care what Bowser says. I only care on other boards, but just to make sure he doesn't stay stars for 5 coins. Except on the next board. Next board, I still don't even care. Yeah, I'm just gonna use my regular dice here, and I'll roll into the drum space, which just take me to a random spot on the board, which is more than likely, and he just take me to the right next to the star. So looks like the game must know. The game must know that I need a little help here to not get screwed by RNG. Did Yoshi just get that star anyway? Okay, never mind. The game hates me. That's fine.
Oh no.
Okay, so not only did Yoshi get that star, he just bought a star pipe, which will allow him to get another star. So Yoshi's actually going to be my newest rival here, because he will have. Wait, no, he can't afford the star. Wait, the star's 30 coins, Yoshi. Yoshi just bought too much stuff and can't afford the star now. Oh, Yoshi. But he does roll into a dual space, so I'm not super happy with him. So let's see, what are we playing for, Yoshi? Oh, we're playing first. Okay, I have to win this one. No, I won't create a save state here. on Wii you can create save states, which is obviously illegal in regular speedruns, and I only plan to do it in this speedrun if things are going really, really poorly, but I don't think I need to here. As long as I just don't I can almost just turn reset if this goes poorly, but luckily Yoshi's a ditz. He's not good at this minigame, so we were able to beat him and reclaim our star. So
nice.
Hooray for Waluigi. And it's really annoying that in this game you can duel like Yoshi just dueled me for a star. You know how many stars I would have gotten if I had won you know how many stars I got since I won that minigame? I got 0 stars because Yoshi didn't have a star. Like he showed up to the table without any chips. Like I think that's a little. Oh, another duel. Okay, Toad. What do you got for me? What do you got for me, Toad?
Oh my gosh.
I can throw hands. I can throw hands. You want to take time away from me? I'm gonna take your soul, Toad. You think you can take me? I'm the Mario Party master. So we're actually almost out of duel mini game. They can see because there's only one question mark thing on the duel board, but we still have a lot of 4v-player mini games and 2v2 mini games left to unlock. So just no more duels and we'll be fine.
You do want to keep those 20 coins as well.
Yeah, I mean, losing 20 coins wouldn't be the worst outcome ever. Uh-oh. I'd rather just Toad just die right now, but he's very resilient. Yeah, he just barely avoided the corner of that womp. And of course, this minigame ends the sooner someone dies, so which just happened. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Toad.
Hey.
So I will still buy this. Actually, I might not even want to buy this star now because I want to keeping the star at 30 coins might actually be more optimal than getting the star, even just for winning. But let's play this minigame and see what happens. Because Toad could do the same thing Yoshi did, just buy himself out of the star. Actually, no, I have to get this star now because Yoshi can use his star pipe anyway. Which of course just takes him directly to the star because, you know, why work hard for nice things when you can just teleport directly to the star? You know, Yoshi's not about that. Yoshi's not about that grind. We're playing this game for the 3rd time. Now that I need yellow goggles. Well, they'll be sunglasses. But I believe we still won that. Yeah, Luigi's not super good at that. On that,
if you had to pick any of the sunglass styles from the booze, which would you pick?
I like I love the blue goggles blue booze, but I'll tell you what I like even more. There could be other types of booze on that minigame. There could be different color booze, different hat booze. I love the booze wearing the captain hats. Those are very cool. We'll play another duel by the way, in case we weren't losing enough time. But you know.
What kind of captain's hat? Is it like
a white captain's hat? Hopefully we'll see it.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some booze wearing crowns too. It's very pretty. I'm gonna duel Toad. Because if I can take all his coins, I guess we're playing a star duel. That's okay. If I lose this, I'll probably just have to turn reset. But we'll see when we get there. Don't be Boogie Beam. Okay, Soccer Survival's fine. Boogie Beam is the slowest duel. Which is a minigame that is one of the minigames that we have unlocked previous to this run, just so we don't play it later. But now that we've unlocked all the dual minigames, we can get it. We can get Boogie Beam. We can get a bad minigame called Cheap Chance, which is exactly how it sounds. It's one of those Mario Party luck-based minigames. We do not want to get. Yeah, and it's a lot of fun playing Cheap Chance for 2 stars, and when you're on like world record pace, and you have to luck. We might just tie this. We might just tie this duel, which is not the worst outcome because Toad is apparently Toad just turned to Lionel Messi here. You know, he's a soccer master. But
I was trying to find the British equivalent of soccer survival as football.
Yeah,
and I could only land on FIFA, but that's not it's not quite a synonym.
Football fever kind of goes hard. Football, I don't know, fight.
Football fight, yeah, football fight. Yeah. It's not bad.
But you're not fighting the other CPUs; you're just trying to survive. So I don't know. We'll have to go into the boardroom of the Mario Party DS developers and see what they think. We'll see. Yoshi now has 2-star pipes, which is interesting because I usually don't buy 2-star pipes, but Yoshi has other plans. We still have 3 turns left after this, so Yoshi could. I mean, I'm not gonna lose. I have 3 stars. Like, it'd be kind of embarrassing if I lost, but I don't want Yoshi to just go around just gathering stars willy nilly. It's a little. That would be a little That wouldn't be very fun for me, Yoshi. So, but Yoshi and I are best friends, so I think he'll bail me out here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he would never do something that would lose me time. Never.
Surely not.
Yeah. Totally hit the metronome, so we're going to another star now. The metronome is pretty slow space to land on, but I like it because it makes the star more expensive. Unless the star's at 30 coins, in which case it just goes back to 5 coins. So. And actually, okay, we're playing a battle minigame now. So battle minigames are fun because you wager coins instead of playing for coins. And 2 of the battle minigames, which I have unlocked, so I don't play them. 2 of the battle minigames are the 2 worst minigames in this speedrun for speedrunning. One of them is called Short Fuse, which it's just horrible. It takes like literal minutes. And the other one's a luck-based game called Chips and Dips, which I hope that we don't play more than 3 battles so that we don't see those mini games in the future. But yeah, this minigame is just called Star Catchers. You just tap on stars when they appear. I am kind of bodying the CPUs here. I kind of feel bad a little bit. Just a bit. Yeah, it's a slow mini game, but it's not nearly as slow as the 2 I mentioned. Yeah, it's actually faster if you don't buy the CPUs. But I kind of want to show off there. Because in this final screen, like if they they have to count through all my stars. But I just want to show.
Oh, that's satisfying.
Yeah, make a little constellation there.
Nice.
And of course, I get the lion's share of the coins that were wagered. The later you are into the game, the more coins are wagered. So that was a 14 coin battle per person. So yeah, I'm not too upset about having 36 coins. I'll never complain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because now, like, even if Toad gets 1 more star, like, who cares? Like, we as long as he doesn't get 2 more stars, we will be completely fine. What I really want, though, is no more duels. Can you do that for me, Luigi? Is that a duel? That is a duel. Oh, Luigi. Oh, my friend. Mon ami. You're really good. I just asked you for a simple thing. Whatever. And he bought a star pipe.
He knows.
Yeah.
He knows.
This game does have a microphone, so maybe they do hear me. Luigi. Alright, he only has 1 star. He's poverty compared to us. So how good could he possibly be in duels? I will probably buy that star if I had the opportunity, just to step on Toad's toes a little bit. But first, we gotta play through this duel mini game that Luigi insists on. And what are we wagering, Luigi? Tell me. Half my coins. You want to take half my coins, Luigi? All right, let's go. I can throw hands. Luigi. Don't be cheap, chance, please. Study fall. I won that mini game earlier.
Let's go.
Yeah, we can do this. Study fall, I don't think I explained it. It's just a mini game where you just have to stop the magnet lower than your opponent. As long as you don't hit the eraser at the bottom, then well, that was a little embarrassing. But you know what?
You were saying?
Just a couple coins. Who cares?
Oh yeah.
If you have a star duel, I might have had to hit that L plus R plus select plus start plus ratio, but we're not gonna have to worry about that. I appreciate Yoshi rolling a 1. That's fast. What is Toad gonna roll? Toad rolls. Did I just get that star? Oh, Toad, you're killing me. You're killing me, Toad. I'm still ahead of him, so who cares? If Toad gets another star, we'll have a problem. But again, Toad's a nice guy. He wouldn't do that to me. I might get a star pipe from the shop just to be extra safe. But we still should be completely fine here. Especially since that star now. Well, the Luigi gonna get that star next turn, so it could go back to 5 coins. do still have my 2 double dice, so I should be able to get to the item shop. And we're actually almost out of 2v2 minigames to play. The last one is Sprinkler Scalers, which is a very basic minigame. You just press a button over and over, and hope for the best. And Luigi is apparently having a little trouble with that concept, but you know, Luigi's not the brightest bulb in the drawer.
He's got the right spirit. It's just, yeah.
I do love the setting of this minigame though. Like climbing up like a water pipe, being very tiny is kind of an interesting concept. Like a lot of interesting concept minigames in this game. And then when you get out of the minigame, it just the sprinkler goes off, which I assume drowned Toad and Yoshi down there. So hopefully they're okay. But
yeah, that is morbid. Yeah.
Hopefully they're okay down there. I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, I mean they're back on the board. We just assume that they've been resuscitated appropriately, and
we got them proper medical attention. That's not a duel, right? No, it's not. Okay. I just rolled onto a duel myself, which would be, again, not very fun. Alright, so I will buy this star pipe, and I probably won't even have to use it, but just in case. A little insurance. A little insurance never hurt anyone. Yeah, now Luigi will be getting this star, so where the star spawns next is going to be crucial. Especially if Luigi rolls very high here and gets 2 stars in 1 turn. The most famous clip in my channel is one where I was playing as Daisy on this board, and she got a total of 6 stars in 1 turn. Which
what?
She got a star down here like Luigi just did. Then the star spawned where I am right now, and she got that star. And she landed on a star block hex, which gets you 1 to 3 stars. Of course, she gets 3 stars. And then there's a hidden block on that space, which gets her another star. That was honestly the lowest point in my speedrunning career. If I have to be totally honest with you, it doesn't.
What number did she roll? Like that sounds like you've got to be,
She had a triple dice. She rolled like in the 20s.
Wow.
Yeah, she really did a little trek around the board there. Unfortunately, I actually will get the star next turn because Luigi has more coins than me, thanks to him winning that duel that I kind of blew. So I will play it safe here and get another star next turn. At least the star is literally right in front of Luigi. Yeah. Like, never hurts to play it safe. He's getting another duel. Indeed, he did. Okay, I mean, who needs to save time? What's the timer sitting at right now, by the way?
At the moment, having a look on my end, it's looking around a 52, just over 52 minutes.
Okay, then we should be able to finish this board under, or at the very least, around an hour, which is ideal for our not dying during speedrunning. But yeah, we did just get the worst duel in possible on the roulette. This is Boogie Beam. Boogie Beam is a complicated minigame. You press one of these 2 buttons and that's it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so this is gonna be very riveting, high octane gameplay. If the spotlight shines on you, press the yellow button. If it doesn't, you press the purple button. It has the. I believe I believe there are children's toys modeled after this concept for like babies. So, again, it's not a very difficult mini game for my purposes, but the CPUs do have some trouble with it. Like Yoshi has actually missed on over half of them, which is I don't even know how you do that. You can just press the same button over and over, and you'll get at least 5. So. Yoshi is a rare type of incompetent.
I wish I could get away with just pulling those sorts of moves at parties.
Yeah,
I just do one move and just sort of stand still for a bit, pull off another, stand still for a bit.
I am not a very adept dancer, if you can believe it. But yeah, if I could just pull a little. I think we would have a lot of I would have a lot more success with the.
I'm a big fan of songs that like tell you what to do in terms of dancing. Like, oh, I'll get on the floor if like I'm doing the cha-cha slide. No, what's it called?
Yeah, I think my favorite song to dance to is Cha-Cha Slide, because it's just like too hot this time. Like every song should be like that. And that mini game's kind of similar. Alright, Waluigi. This minigame just consists of pulling a bunch of leaves back and not getting stung by bees. It's actually a pretty fun minigame. 27 is not bad. I think my record's got a 25. The world record for this minigame is insane. It's like an 18 second. It's like an 18 seconds. I don't even know how it's possible. And the world record doesn't have video, so I don't know if it is possible, but we're not going to talk about that. You know, the good folks, I'm sure the good folks at Cyberscore are very vigilant about verifying their world records, but you know, it's I would love to see like a Taz or a video of someone getting that 18-second time, because it just blows my mind, because like being 7 seconds faster than like just a normal person on a 25-second game. But yeah, I have 4 stars. I did not get a duel. No one else gonna get a duel because they all love me very much. So I think we'll be okay. Yeah, because even if Luigi buys 2 more stars, he will not have enough coins to contest with me. So we should be fine. And this is kind of the scariest board in my opinion for not trying to lose. So I feel I feel pretty good here that we got through this one, because the next board is a breeze. The next board is a very forgiving board, and the board after that kind of hard, but we'll get there when we get there, right? All right, Luigi rolled a 9. He is out of contention. Neither Yoshi nor Toad can afford that last star, so this game is just about wrapped up on turn 10. Unless Yoshi, of course, rolled onto a dual space with his double dice, which he won't, because, you know, we're bros. Did he roll into dual space? Wait. If he goes up, he gets a duel. If he goes left, he is not getting a duel. So, Yoshi, come on, man. Oh, he goes left. Beautiful, Yoshi. Beautiful. I forgive you, Yoshi. Yoshi, you have redeemed yourself.
He's a homie.
Yeah, he is a home slice. And Toad just rolled into the metronome, which is a little slow, but much faster than the duel. So this board is just about wrapped up. After this,
nice.
Yeah, and then we'll get to see the boss fight against Mr. Hammer Bro. Who the story of this board is that Hammer Bro keeps destroying all the musical instruments in Toadette's music room, and she's kind of sad about that. So she wants us to kill him, of course. And yeah. You know, it seems like a normal reaction to that. And of course, we can't end it without a battle. Of course, how could we not? But we still have one more battle before the really bad mini games are on the board. So we'll be fine. I don't have to win this mini game, but we will anyway. Unless everyone just runs away from me like pansies. Actually, this is the one mini game where I think your character actually matters, because Waluigi's model is like taller than Toad, so I feel like it'd be like far away from Toad. If I just get right up to Toad here, I won't be able to shoot him because he's too short. Which I think it's interesting that like just to adjust this one mini game, you have to shoot Waluigi's at a disadvantage. But yeah, and of course, I will get the lion's share of the coins. Meanwhile, everyone else is just sitting in poverty. It's actually faster that they all got. It's slightly faster that they all tie for second place. They all come out of the pipe at the same time. That's not something you can like try and do. So it's just a little bonus to me. Anyway, but that is it for Toadette's music room. Let me fight the boss here, and then we will get on with our short intermission. But yeah, let me just, you know, we gotta help out Toadette here. There's Hammer Bro. He's kind of ugly, but I don't think that's a reason for
definitely not his most flattering angle. I'll give him that.
So this minigame is just a memory minigame. You just have to repeat the pattern that he drummed. It's not very hard, but you can mess it up embarrassingly. Like I just did. Yeah, I almost just got hit there, which again, you have to get hit 5 times before you lose. But again, it's about the clout. It's about okay, I just got hit, but you know what? Sometimes in life you gotta take a hit. Red. Oh, wait, what is he drawing? I can't even see it. Green, red, blue, yellow, red. Green, red, blue, yellow, red. Okay, that was probably the worst I've ever done that minigame. I don't think I've ever lost two hearts on that, but that's a very inconsequential time loss. Alright, so that is it for Toadette's music room, and this would be a great time for a little break.
Nicely done. Well, we will pause the timer there, and folks, at around this point during our hotfixes, we like to take a little moment to just have a wellness break. Make sure that we're taking care of ourselves. If you haven't done so in a little while, probably don't do, what we saw with the sprinkler action earlier. Take an appropriate amount of water if you want to stay hydrated. Got any medication to take? Take that as well. And then if you have the ability to do so, just have a little stretch. I know that that's something that I think I will do. But yeah, after a little intermission, we will be back with some more Mario Party action. Just before you go, might as well mention, we've hit September. It's the 1st of September, and that means that a September is happening on Twitch at the moment. And, your subs, Prime Gaming subs, gift subs, and bits cheered on the GDQ Twitch channel actually help support the hotfix is happening. So please consider subscribing if you are enjoying the daily speedrunning content. Alrighty, folks, we are going to be putting on some music. So if you're not subbed, you can enjoy some music during the intermissions as well. And we will be back with some more Mario Party DS action shortly. See you soon. Welcome back, folks. Hope you enjoyed that little break. Welcome back to the Games Done Quick channel, and a reminder that you are watching the Going Places hotfix. This is the hotfix where we have a look at region-exclusive game speedruns as well as handheld game speedruns. We have been treated to 1/3 of Mario Party DS by Umbre, but before we head on to the rest of it, just a little... Umbre, I'm sure Umbre will do a little wave. If you're watching on YouTube, hello. Make sure to press the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel. And hey, if you want to see the action live, if you want to come in and join the hype, you can go to the twitch.tv/GamesDoneQuick channel if you're interested in just seeing the things as they happen. And yeah, I mean, hey, we want to see some more gaming happening. And Umbre has got exactly that. We've seen some friendships, come and go with different Mario characters, but we are soldiering on with Mario Party DS with Waluigi. Yes, let's see what else is in store. Hello again, Umbre.
Hello, welcome back. We have completed Toadette's music room, and now we will be going to DK's jungle, and we'll just get right started. So here we go. The story of this board is that actually, it's been so long since I watched these cutscenes. I think like Bowser steals DK's bananas or something like that. Or DK gets invited to like the original. DK gets invited to the original party, and he gets turned into a stone statue. That's why it's called this DK stone statue. But there's probably bananas involved too. It's Donkey Kong. This is the nicest board in this game for both speedrunning and no resetting. And the reason why is that beautiful, amazing star storage space. That star does not move. It stays right there. But even better, you can buy as many stars as you can afford once you get to that space. So if you can recall, I don't like being in first in the first 5 turns. So I am going to win every single minigame within reason. And then I'm going to, on turn 10, star pipe to the star shop, and then buy a bunch of stars. So I won't have to worry about duels, which is hopefully. I mean, there could be a scenario. There could be, it's Mario Party. There's always scenarios where things don't go exactly as planned, but I will hopefully not have to worry about duels, and we can have a smooth ride through this board. They just got a hidden block, which is kind of annoying, but she's the only new NPC from this board. But as I elaborated on last board, Daisy has I've had a storied history with the Princess of Sarah Hasselland, or however you pronounce it. Anything can happen when Daisy's on the board. She's a monster. She's a menace. She's a fiend. But there are people who like Daisy. Okay, we just got the worst 2v2 mini game possible. I hope you're ready for the most boring long mini game in this game. This is Mole Thrill. It consists of hitting a spoon against some dirt and digging through this corridor. It takes about a minute. It is super annoying. The CPUs are terrible. And we only got this minigame because we've unlocked every single 2v2 so far. So the game decided, oh wow, you can play Mole Thrill again. Let's play Mole Thrill again. Like, heaven forbid we play Toppling Terror or Cucumber Jacks, both of which were on the roulette and are literally like a half minute faster than this horrible minigame that I have to be on the same team as Daisy, which is the most demoralizing thing here. Like, why can't I be on Yoshi's team? Or Luigi's pretty cool last board, right? There is a strategy that I love that I discovered that you can save like 4 seconds in this mini game. If you like get trapped on a rock at a little bit earlier in the corridor and get hit by the mole, and then you just lose automatically. It saves like 4 seconds. It's such a small time save on like a minute on a minute time loss. So I usually don't even do it myself. It's my own strategy. I don't even do it. But there's nothing that you can do to change the fact that this mini game is terrible. And nowadays Daisy has 40 coins. She can buy 2 stars if she gets that star storage space. But I plan on having a lot more than 40 coins at the end of this board. So we will be fine. Hopefully, maybe. We'll be fine. Alright, I'm going second, which, like I said, is kind of just like mid. I'd rather go. I want to be either first or last. I don't want to dwell among the middle of the pack. But oh well, life happens. So Luigi just landed on this coffin space. This guy will either take you to the start of the board or to the star storage space automatically, and Luigi goes to the star storage space. But again, I want a CPU to buy a star. I have to buy like 1 or 2 stars early, so they're the target of all the duels, and I get to sit in my second place position until the end of the board. That would be a lot nicer than being in first at the end of this board, because this board does have a lot of duel spaces and a lot of unavoidable duel spaces too. Like if you roll you can see like at the beginning of that board there before it goes out, there's 2 yellow spaces that are like kind of next to each other. Like you can't like choose a path and avoid them. They're just sitting in front of you. We're playing Memory Match again, and I am once again on Daisy's team. So I think the game is trying to set me up a little bit here. But Daisy, I love you as a friend. I don't think I will need that. And once again, Daisy or any of the CPUs are not very good at that mini game. They often just run into each other for 20 seconds while I do all the work. But this mini game doesn't actually have a timer, which is interesting. You just play until someone gets 4 matches. But if the game goes 5 minutes and if the game goes longer than 5 minutes, then it will just cut off the mini game, which I think is hilarious. It's like, no, you're doing too terribly. You have to stop now, which has never happened to me, because 5 minutes is a long time. If I lost 5 minutes of this mini game, I'd probably just retire from speedrunning. But that is an interesting little quirk of that mini game. But yeah, Daisy's actually pretty close to buying a star, which I support. I'm in support of Daisy buying a star early, as long as she doesn't get too many stars. But Luigi did land on Bowser. And actually, Bowser is pretty much the only person who can actually make me lose this board. And I'll tell you the scenario. If I'm at the end if I'm on turn 10 and I have like 100 coins and I'm just ready to go to the star space, and Bowser says, "Give me equality," and just splits the coins evenly between everyone, then I lose this board. But that's never really happened. That's happened like once to me. So if that happens, we can always just turn reset.
Don't tempt it. Don't tempt it, because this is the sort of place where it might happen.
Yeah, this is definitely the place where it might happen. But I hope that me calling out Fate early would hopefully deter it from trying some funny stuff. And again, there is always turn resetting at my disposal. There's another 2v2, but it's not Molthrill, so who cares? Airbrushers. Like, Airbrushers is fast. And I can get a lot of coins here. And I'm not on Daisy's team, which is what matters. Luigi and Daisy are on the same team. Oops, I pushed the wrong button. Luigi and Daisy are on the same team, which is I guess the game realized that I was not interested in Daisy, in Princess Daisy, so they finally paired up the right two. But yeah, we got 24 coins there. That ain't bad. But yeah, that's another fun a fun mini game, just because sort of saying you're two tiny little people using tiny little wings to flap across someone's desk. Could you imagine if you just woke up one day, you saw a tiny little Waluigi just flapping around your desk? That'd be an interesting sight.
I don't think people would believe you if you tried explaining it.
I don't think so either. Okay, so if you land on that barrel space, everyone who's on on the top row loses 10 coins, which is not that bad because it happens to it hits Daisy too, but it does lose a little bit of time. And there's not a whole lot of green spaces on this board, so this board, I like this board. If every board was like this board, getting world record wouldn't be too hard. So we stand DK's stone statue. I almost said DK's treetop temple, but that's Mario Party 8. Another one of my favorite Mario Parties I played growing up. But yeah. All right, this turn.
Do you have a tier list when it comes to the Mario Party games?
I do. I'll go through it really quickly. I haven't played all of them.
Okay.
DS to the top. Then Superstars is next. And then in a tier below that is Mario Party 8. And then Mario Party 8 and Mario Party 7 are probably in the same tier list. Then everyone after that's kind of mid. Super Mario Party is kind of bad. And I might get some flack for this, but I don't like Mario Party 6. I think I played Mario Party 6 twice, and I hated every single minigame that came up. I hated all of them. And people love Mario Party 6, but that's my hot take. And all the 3DS Mario Party games are terrible. We don't even talk about those ones. It's a race to the finish. No. And Mario Party 9 and 10 are awful. Come on, guys. The cart. Come on, people. You can do better than that. But I think the future of Mario Party is, if not super bright, is at least moderately dim, as long as they've kind of ex-nayed the that's not how you use that word. They've kind of got done away with the cart. So at least I have faith in the future of Mario Party. It might be misplaced, but I just set up Luigi's hex. In this game, there's things called hexes. If you place a hex down in the space, you can just set traps for people. It's kind of there's equivalents to it in other Mario parties. But yeah, I just gave Luigi 10 coins for landing on his hex, which again, Luigi's kind of poor, so I don't really. I'll do it for him. And it's gonna give me 5 coins back. So give and take, right? It's like life.
Truly.
Very true. All right. All right, so I will not be in first going into the final 5, which is very good. But I'm not going to be in second. If a CPU is in first and they land on a duel, they'll do the person in second. So ideally, you want to be in third or fourth going into the final 5 turns of the board, and then sorry, there's a little thunder outside, and then get in first place at the very last possible moment. But we're playing Playmakers again. We've seen this minigame before. I'm just trying to grab coins that fall past Yoshi. Yoshi's doing pretty good for himself up there. Yeah.
Ooh, as soon as you say that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's still got more coins than the rest of us. And I find that every Mario Party game has this unbalanced 1v3 mini games. I find that it's a little bit this mini game is a little bit tilted towards the 3 players, just because like it's a lot easier to just tap on the screen than like have to dodge and weave around iron balls and coins. So that's one of those mini games where I think that the 3 have a big advantage. There are a couple other unbalanced 1v3s in this game, like, but we'll get to those when we get to those. Oh, we just got a star. Good for him. He's on the up and up. He's turning his life around. Yeah.
What a guy.
Yeah. All right. Daisy will get 4. Daisy will get a 7. She'll probably buy a star pipe, but it doesn't matter because now she's chasing stars around the board. I'll buy 1 star pipe, then just use it on the last turn, and then bippity boppity boo, as they say. I don't think anyone says that, but you understand. Now, totally. I need to not roll a 1 here. In fact, it might have been wise to use my double dice there just to avoid rolling a 1, because that's the one point in the board where you cannot avoid a duel no matter what. But yeah, I will buy my 1 star pipe, and we are not just chilling. We are big chilling. We are having some fun here, and the scoreboard is in last place, but I got them right where I want them. I have them in my clutches. That's the last green space we had on this board. If you land on that, for the CPU, it just skips the minigame. But if you land on that and you're a player, like you have to like tap on a bunch of bees falling out of that honeycomb, and you can get a lot of coins from that, as Luigi just did. But not enough to beat me. We're getting track star. No, we're not. I'm kind of hoping we get track star because we were talking about that earlier. How interesting that mini game is with the train. But we're just gonna get Gusty Lizard again. So this time I actually will grab Waluigi. I'm not gonna let him freeze to death. Oh, I lost grip on my stylus. Yeah, we're gonna help out.
Still keeping him all right.
Yeah, just barely. He's up to his ears in snow, but it's not enough to lose the mini game. So you can see.
Maybe that's why he gets all his power. Maybe the powerful being that Waluigi is. Maybe it's all in his ears.
Yeah, maybe. Like that's what keeps him from freezing over totally. But yeah, you can definitely see the difference between the board 1 CPUs and the board 3 CPUs, because Daisy almost nearly killed me there. And then where the board 1 CPUs, I was able to completely not be covered in snow from that. So yeah, it's definitely a little bit of an upgrade, and we'll continue to see that as we get deeper into the speed run, deeper into the Mario Party abyss. Yeah, they just rolled into the barrel space because I think she just doesn't like me. So we just lost. I just lost 10 of my coins. Luigi actually has a lot of coins. He has enough coins to buy 4 more stars, which actually would be a problem, provided that I don't get enough coins myself. In fact, Yoshi just bought 4 stars. So the CPUs are a little bit rich here, but we will survive. We will survive. All right, what minigame are we playing now? I think we still have 4 player minigames to unlock. In fact, we still have at least 4. Yeah, big. Oh, there's another microphone minigame. This is the one minigame where I think you could use compressed air and it might actually make you faster, but let's see if my compressed air can help out here. Yeah, easy.
Nice.
Easy victory. This means you're just jumping across candles and you have to blow them out so you don't catch fire jumping on top of them, which is ideal.
Who needs compressed air, hey?
Yeah, exactly. When you got lungs. All right, Daisy, I'm not too worried about anymore because she only has 2 stars. The 2 players that worry me are Yoshi and Luigi. If I can just win like one more mini game, we should be fine. Oh, maybe 2 more mini games. Yoshi actually is kind of, Yoshi's rich. Oh, JD's got. Oh, wait, no. Don't you just give 2 of her stars to Luigi? Oh no, Luigi, you're killing me. All right, so I'm going to cheat a little bit, and don't tell anyone. But I will make a save state here, just because I just, you know when like your life flashes before your eyes. I just saw something. I saw a flash forward in my eyes, and I saw Luigi buying 4 more stars, and then having 7 stars at the end of this, which would be a little bit tough to keep up with. So I hope I won't have to use that save state, but I mean, you know, sometimes life happens, right? Yeah, because my guy has a lot of coins, and he's very close to the star. You know what? I might just turn reset right now. It'll lose a lot of time, but I think Luigi's gonna have at least 6 stars by the end of this. So let's hope that Daisy does not roll onto a 2-star hex again. That'd be very cringe. Daisy, I've always considered you a friend, right? Like you're a homie. She did not roll onto a 2-star hex again. She does roll into a duel. Well, she's gonna duel Yoshi. And if she gives 2 of her stars to Yoshi, we could have a problem. No, they're playing for coins. Who cares? Yoshi's got 1 coin. Big whoop. Oh no, he has 17 coins instead of 16 now. I'm so sad. Right? That's a little better. I'm still scared of Luigi though. Still a little scared because he's a little bit rich. Where did he even get all those coins? Have I just been winning minigames with Luigi this whole time?
We've all seen the Luigi death stare. I think we've all got a little bit of fear in us about what that man can do.
Yeah, we've all seen Luigi have we've all seen what rests inside that devious soul inside of Luigi. Penny pinchers again. This could actually be good for me. Luigi like completely blows this, which hopefully he does. I don't know. We saw Luigi last board, so he should be on a relatively low difficulty compared to the rest of us. So hopefully he gets like 1 coin total. Well, yeah, he already has 5, but whatever. We have 13. Yeah, we got 27 coins. Okay, we should be fine. How many turns left? 2? I believe there are. Yeah, so if I just win 1 more minigame, I can buy 5 stars. Yoshi's too far away from the star splurge space for me to care about him. Daisy doesn't have enough coins to be a threat to me. The only bad thing that could really happen is that's the bad thing that could happen if Bowser's inequality. But well, we'll see. Maybe he'll say just take her coins, or just take her stars. Yeah, I don't care. Daisy can rot for all I care. She's I've had many run-ins with Madame Daisy in the past.
Tensions have flared. Let's just say
exactly. Alright, so I need badly to not only win this next minigame, I need Luigi to lose it as well. So hopefully we are not on the same team. Oh, Leo's gonna play another duel. If Yoshi duels Daisy and takes all her stars, we could have a problem. Hopefully Daisy will give his stars to Daisy, because he's very benevolent. He's a gentleman. He's chivalrous. Yes, good. Okay, good, perfect. Now my only threat is Luigi. Oh, we are on the same team. Ew. Yeah, wait. I might have to turn reset this one. We're doing a lot more turn resetting than I wanted to in this board, but that's just how it is. I have to be on the opposite team as Luigi, which should not be that hard. As long as you get a 4-player minigame, you know, that would be actually very easy. So Daisy will buy a star. We don't care. So roll a 3. She'll land on 2. Okay, perfect. I will use my double dice. Oh, actually, that actually works. Now I just got 10 coins. I still have to be on the opposite team as Luigi, though. So let's hope. Let's hope we'll always just play like a 4-player minigame, and we don't have to worry about it. Wait, if I win next minigame, I can buy 6 stars. Wait, no, I can do some math here. So if I win the next minigame, I can buy 6 stars. Luigi can only buy 5. And that's if Luigi gets to the star space in the first place. So yeah, we actually should be fine no matter what happens here. Even though I am on the same team as Luigi. Alright, we get track star. Okay, so this is the train minigame. So we're basically just all running on this like toy train track. And we just need to we would pick a random direction, and if Yoshi follows you have to button mash to get away from him. Yeah. And hopefully you won't get run over by a train. You know, that'd be kind of morbid, but it's only a toy train. And we all play the opposite side of Yoshi there, so we didn't have to do that little game there.
Is there anybody who's gonna fall victim?
No, we all survived, and then he had to kill all 3 of us for him to win. So that was kind of an embarrassing showing by Yoshi there.
Ugh.
Poor Yoshi. Okay, now I will use my star pipe prowess to buy 6 stars, which is like a ridiculous amount of number. But I'll tell you what's even more ridiculous gonna happen. On this board, you can get stars for 5 coins, and then like I'd be able to buy 24 stars right now. Ooh, this is interesting. So this hidden block, so that's what's called a Zdar, not a star, a Zdar. And if you get a hidden block with a Zdar in it, you lose a star. So Daisy's really getting Daisy's not having too good of a run here. Now where do I go is the question. I do need to win the next minigame. Opposite Luigi's team. Oh, I mean, none of it matters. Luigi just rolls like a 1 here. But he does not. But again, you know, there's always that precious L plus R plus select plus start to help us out. We always have that at our disposal. If Yoshi just rolls onto a blue space here, we'll be fine. Because then we can just win it. Because we just win the next minigame. But Yoshi has not been too cooperative with me. And Jesus, he was at 24. Yosh, man, come on. Oh, actually, he does put him on blue space. All right, we're fine. We are fine. We're cutting it close, but you know, that's life. Yeah, she to win this. Okay, I can win this one in my sleep. So this one, you basically just choose a candy from the bottom screen and bring it to the top screen and give to a rather obese Shy Guy. But here's a secret, guys. The first 4 candies are always in the same position. So I can just get 4 right out the bat.
Oh, nice.
So I think it's yeah. Yeah, I don't know what this Shy Guy could have a crazy sugar rush after this. But eating all this candy, kids, don't eat this much candy. You know, it's just one little wrapper is enough. Like look, like I gave him 11 candy. You also gave him 5. We gave him 2, and Daisy also gave him 2. That's a lot of candy. Yeah, we slide into first place, win the board, and now we will go fight the boss, which is Mr. Drybones, which I don't know if he was responsible for turning DK into stone. That might actually be warrant. That actually might warrant some the retribution they're about to give him here, but because as opposed to Hammer Bro, who's just like being a little mischievous, or well, I don't even know what the Piranha Plant did. He just sprouted in his garden. He just sprouted in Wiggler's garden, and then he was like, "Yeah, just kill him for me." All right, this game is all RNG, by the way. You just hit the buttons that Drybones just screams out there, and if they spawn close to each other, then you save time. If they spawn far away from each other, you lose time. And all my boss bash runners, which is the category of this game that just does the boss fight. That's just like a timed boss fight, the timed run of all the boss fights. They hate this mini game just because like you can't predict it. You just gotta hope for nice RNG in the middle of your run. But that speedrun's 5 minutes. That speedrun's 4 minutes long, so they'll live. Finish. So that is board 3 cleared, and now we will head into board 4, which might be the worst board in this entire speedrun. Kamek's library is by far the longest board, just because of you see all those green spaces, all those yellow spaces that will turn into duels. Yeah, it's a rough one. But I am going first, which is good for turn resets. Which I hopefully won't have to do any of, but you know.
Oh yeah.
Again, sometimes things don't go to plan, especially in Mario Party. So here's how the stars work on this board. There's 3 magic jars. One of them holds a star, one of them holds 5 coins, and one of them spits you back to start. And it only takes 10 coins to open each. So if the star is on that upper ring up there, then we will be going very fast. If the star is right on that left side, then it'll be a star Armageddon. And like I said, the 10 coins, so I can't prevent the CPUs from getting it. I can't prevent the CPUs from getting stars. Especially when Toad and Mario are in cahoots. And see, Toad's gonna be able to open that magic jar straight up. Usually they won't be able to because they buy a double dice from the item shop right here, which is a very annoyingly close item shop to the start of the board. But now Toad will be able to get a double dice, and he'll have his cake and eat it too. So let's hope there's not a star in here. There's a star in here. Okay, well, you know, turn 1, fine. And there's not a huge, there's not a huge danger of me like not getting first, because like you can do the same strategy do on all the boards, just hang out for 5 turns, just buy a bunch of star pipes, then win. But it is really annoying when Toad gets a star literally on turn 1 and then rolls onto Bowser. Just crazy time loss. All right, Bowser, take a star, Bowser. I'd appreciate that. Oh wow, he did. Okay, well, no one has star now, so we can just, you know, scratch out that first turn, I guess, and hope that the stars once again in the top left there. And yeah, you might be looking at this board and be like, "Yo, Umbre, hold on. How do you even get to that top ring? There's no bridge between them." But there is, which is those 5 green spaces on either side of the bottom ring will be able to take you to the top ring. But first, we gotta not get frozen again. And Toad was here. Well, Toad's in the last board, so he shouldn't be any higher level difficulty than the DK's CPUs. Unlike a Mario, although he is kind of. I just lost. Wow, that it does show you the difference in power between the two. That's not a horrible minigame to lose, just because like at least now Mario and Luigi won't be getting 10 more coins. If Toad had a star, I'd be a little bit more upset about that, but. Bowser made his judgment there. Yeah, you'll notice I'm just staying in the same opening circle over and over again. I'm just trying to gather coins. So I just buy star pipes and then just win. Alright, so Mark will land in that green space, which he'll either choose to go to the right side of the board where there's 3 green spaces, or he'll go up to the top ring. And I'd rather him go to the right side of the board, which he did. Because if the star is in that top ring, then it'll be very good for me. But of course, Toad's about to open a magic jar, so we will see. We'll see what we get there. He did not get a star. Okay, beautiful. Oh, Toad! Even Toad's staying on my little ring here. He understands. Now, hopefully, Toad goes to the right, just like his buddy Mario did. No, he does not. Okay. Because, yeah, I really want the star to be up in that top jar, as opposed to the one that Mario's eyeing down. And Luigi's not really doing anything. He'll give coins to Toad, but as long as Toad loses this next minigame, he won't be able to open that jar. So we would really like Toad to not win this next minigame. It's a 4-player minigame, so I should be able to prevent him from doing so. And it's Twist and Route. Twist and Route I should be able to win. This minigame is it's another fun minigame. It's another fun minigame because of the setting. You're in a wind-up car, in a little toy wind-up car, and you gotta wind it up on the bottom screen. And then get to the end.
Well, that is kind of cute.
My record is like, yeah, it is cute. My record for this game is like, I think like 18 seconds. I don't think that's very good, but the people who grind a minigame in this game just have all my respect, because there are some cracked world records in this game. I'm a superstar, that's what Waluigi says. Yeah, Toad can no longer afford that star jar, which means that hopefully the star is where Toad is. I will not be giving Toad coins. I'll be giving them to Mario. Actually, I'll probably give them to Luigi because he's farther away. But I mean, tomato. All right, Mario. I really hope that there is not a star there. It's a 50-50 shot. What's inside that jar, Mario? Yeah, okay. Well, can't hit them all, right? Alright, so where's the next set of magic jars? And getting a star on this board is even slower than on other boards. You have to watch the camera pan to each and every magic jar.
Oof.
Yeah, it's not the best. I will open that star jar just to see what's inside of it. Because I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to getting a star right now, even though it would put me in first, which would be problematic. But we'll see. I'll see how the turn unfolds. Oh, he landed on Bowser too. Bowser, you want to take another star? Want to take another star, Bowser? I dare you, Bowser. You can do it. Oh, just coins. He's like 3 coins, Bowser. Yeah, you're really hurting him here. Oh no, -4 coins. The horror. Oh man. Toad cannot afford the star jar. Hopefully he. I hope Toad rolls back into the book space and just No, he does not, and it just gets out of that top ring entirely. That's like the only chance of this board going well. If just like if the star just like spawns on the top ring and just stays there forever because no one gets up there, but that has not happened yet, so we'll see. Oh no! Luigi just rolls double 7s, giving him 30 extra coins. Oh, malarkey. Like he crossed the bridge for some reason. He like could have had a star jar. Like I said, like it's like at every other board where it's like I want to keep the CPUs poor, and Luigi just kind of spat in the face of that. This game has the same mechanics. Well, I have to blow this mini game, so I'll have to hold that thought for a minute. Yeah, as I was saying, this game has the same mechanics as other Mario Party games, where if you roll a double 7s or a triple 7s, you get more coins than just rolling regular matching bonus. If you roll a double 7s, you get 30 coins. If you roll triple 7s, you get 50 coins. Which in some other Mario Parties is like 100 coins triple 7s. So I guess I'm happy. I'm happy about that. That's not a thing in this one. But yeah, I will open that star jar because I don't like the way Luigi's nose. It's a little bit too big.
Dang, it turned personal. It turned personal now.
Yeah. Listen, when you hit that double 7s, I'm not too happy about it. I'll give it to Luigi, even though I just spent a minute insulting him. Because when one CP with a lot of coins, you might as well just give him even more. Because Mario's gonna hopefully buy himself out of being able to open that star jar. Or he'll just roll double 1s. Yeah, why not? Why not, Mario? Let's roll Snake Eyes. Well, at least he doesn't open the star jar this turn. And Toad is still too poor to afford opening it. Thankfully. Toad will roll into that green space. So this green space is a very interesting one, because if you roll on it, Kamek appears, and then he'll clear out your entire inventory and replace it with triple dice blocks, and he'll switch your spot with someone random, which is me apparently. Wow. So thanks Kamek. Thanks Toad. Now I have to exit a hidden block. Luigi's rich.
Dang.
Dang. Alright, what's the next minigame? Rail bars. Oh, this one was fun. This is another like cute minigame. You're on a leaf surfing down the railing of a stair. Of stairs. And you just gotta slide the touchscreen as much as you can. Let's see, what did I get? I beat Toad. Did I? Oh, I tied Toad. Are you kidding me? How did you both get the same 6'11"? It's the same down to a half inch. Come on. All right. Hopefully, now more than ever, I hope the star is in this top little ring here. But first, I will buy a double dice set. Just because I want to get back to this item shop later so I can buy star pipes. And that's gonna be a problem for Luigi because he'll buy star pipes. This green space makes you like play connected dots, and then it gives you a prize if you win, which is a star apparently. I didn't know where you could get a star from that. Well, that solves one problem I had, which is that I don't have as much stars as everyone else, but it also creates another problem, which is that next turn, all those beautiful friend spaces will turn into evil duel spaces. So actually, I wouldn't mind if Mario got another star here. I would not mind at all. Which he does. I mean, he's never been a man to disappoint. Ugh. So once again, hopefully the star's up here with me and not down there with all the CPUs. But since Mario can open another star jar this turn, right? How many stars does he have? How many spaces does he have? No, okay, he's not opening another star jar, thankfully. Oh wait, he opens a star jar, but he doesn't get another star, thankfully. And they're all pretty far away from the next star, which is nice. Like I said, when the CPUs are scattered, when the CPUs are like kind of clumped together like this, that's good, because it increases the chance of the star spawning in a bad spot for them. Yeah. Like right now, no one can really get to the star, except for Luigi, who's about to roll onto a. He's about to roll either up to where I am or to the right side of the board here. Let's see what he does. He rolls up to where I am. Interesting. So I might open that star jar just so Luigi can't get to it. You know, it does stand a chance of putting me in first place, but it's kind of hard to complain about being in first place. I'll be complaining later when I get a bunch of duels, though. This mini game is fun. You shoot a bunch of targets with Kamek's face on it, and occasionally Bowser shows up. CPUs are really bad at it too, which is nice. And the more you shoot in a row, you get points for being on a streak. Yeah, I kind of clobbered the CPUs there. They're not very good at it, even on the highest difficulties. I'm a superstar. Now that we're at the halfway point of this board, can you just tell me what the timer is?
A 1 hour 43, just turning 1 hour 44.
Oh, okay. We'll be definitely fine to complete the board. I think. I have gotten some crazy slow times on the final 5 turns of this board, just because, like I said, this is when all the duels come out. They come out to play. But like I said, I'm sure the CPUs will be and not roll onto dual spaces. Did I run to a dual space? I don't think so. Wait, is that... There's a dual space. Oh, wow. It begins already. And I'm in first. I don't think I want to... Do I want to duel Mario? Because I don't want to give... If I give stars to Mario, that could be bad. But I shouldn't lose the duel anyway. Well, now we know the stars are on the top ring because all the stars are on the bottom. I will buy an item just to be safe. In fact, I'll buy enough items just to temporarily put me out of first place, but only temporarily. And then I'll do like Luigi, and hopefully if we get a coin duel, I'll throw it. There's like galaxy brain strats here. I want to lose this duel as long as it's a coin duel. Yeah, I'm gonna throw this duel, and I'll be in second place briefly. And then I was gonna say, if the duel I want to throw is the luck-based duel, I'm gonna rip my hair out. But yeah, this is a very throwable duel. Yeah, Galaxy Brain Strats. We're gonna be in second place briefly. Like sometimes to win, you have to lose. Sun Tzu. Yeah. And in the worst case scenario, I have these 2 star pipes. I'm gonna just buy 2 more stars and just win basically automatically. Alright, if you set up a hex that you place down, you get 5 coins, no matter what the hex is. Unless it's a coin block, of course, or star block, but that's another, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it kind of deal. Alright, does Toad get a star here? Let's see. No, he does not. Oh, but wait, see, that my Galaxy Brain strategy is already paying off. Now Toad will duel Mario instead of me, which saves me a very nice amount of time. And they're doing for stars and oh, now I'm in first place again. But I mean, what? You can't win them all. All right, what does Luigi do? Luigi, you wouldn't get a duel, would you? You wouldn't do it. No, that's not a duel. Sure. Yeah, we can.
Alrighty, folks. We've noticed that the stream, the gamer's stream, is happening. Well, it's happening. We're seeing it, but it's having a little bit of lag here and there. So we are just going to have a quick break now. An opportunity for folks to, get hydrated. Same thing as last time. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself. We will be back for some more action and hopefully with a smoother stream. It's just how internet be sometimes. It's the beauty of online, especially streaming content. But folks, we will be back very shortly with the rest of this Mario Party DS run. See you in not too long, and hopefully with a fresh stream.
Thank you so much for sticking around. Hello, folks. If you want an explanation for why there was just silence, that is because I am a professional and I don't know when to unmute myself. Anyway, welcome back to the Games Done Quick channel. My name is Hypnotics, the guy that does not know when to unmute himself, and this is the Games Done Quick Hotfix. This is going places. We have a look at region-exclusive games as well as handheld game speedruns. We have been being treated to some Mario Party DS by Umbre, and we are going to be finishing that off real soon. But just a reminder that if you have missed out on any of our other Hotfix shows, or you just want to check back and see what else has been happening in this run, or some of our past events, be sure to check out our VODs that are uploaded onto youtube.com/gamesdonequick. And a reminder, if you want to get your games into Awesome Games Done Quick 2024, these submissions are now live and they will be so for another 9 or so days, I believe. So do have a look on our website if you want to put them towards either a select few remote runs or if you want to join us in Pittsburgh in January. Anyway, we are joined with Umbre in, I believe, the Florida region. Not quite Pittsburgh, but yeah, we are going to be having some more Mario Party DS, finishing it off. Umbre, how you holding up?
All right. I am doing fantastic. Sorry, we've been having some minor technical difficulties, but we are back with Mario Party. I hope you are all very excited to finish this run. We have less than an hour left, so yeah, I'm ready when you are.
Awesome. Yep, we are ready. Let's go.
All right. So then here we go. We left off on turn 6. We are playing airbrushers. I will get as many coins as possible here. There are 4 turns left on this board. So I believe I think I left off in first place. So we are going to be doing our very best to not get dueled and not land on any duels ourselves. Although there's really not much I can do to influence that. So yeah, we're just gonna try our best here. Yeah, I am in first place and I have more stars than everyone else. So these next couple of turns are gonna be crucial in terms of like just not getting ourselves dueled. I land on this space again. This space not great for a time save, but again, it's not horrible. I get so whatever pattern that tells you to draw there will give you a different reward. Sometimes we get coins, sometimes we get a star pipe, and sometimes we start, or you might even get a star. So that's a very dynamic space right there. At the top of the board in general is quite chaotic to be a part of. Mario would probably buy a star pipe here. I'd be surprised if he didn't. Yeah. So he'll have 2 stars. There's a reason I bought all those star pipes before. But he doesn't land on a duel, so I'm okay with that. Toad will roll. Toad will continue to use his halfway dice blocks that Kamek gave him. I'm glad that he's appreciative of the gift. And I'm appreciative because Toad rolling a 5 is less than Toad rolling a 10, and it saves more time, so I'm appreciative of that. Luigi, I would be shocked if he doesn't buy a star pipe here. Yeah, I thought it was gonna pleasantly surprise me for a minute here, but you know, he is Luigi, and Luigi's kind of been a thorn on our side this entire time. But I don't really see any scenario where Luigi overtakes me and wins. Because, again, I do have those 2 star pipes. It's really, the only person I'm really scared of are Toad and Mario, who will be soon equal to me in stars. But we did just get the fastest minigame in the game, provided Toad has a little bit of competence. I will have a very complex strategy here for going as fast as possible. It's a lot faster to just lose that minigame on purpose, because this minigame is very unbalanced towards the one player. So the CPUs will usually lose in the first 5 or 6 seconds, if not even sooner. So we got a very quick mini game there, and we just gotta press the advantage, as they say. I just threw my star pipe, oops. But every like roll now, I have to like quick math to make sure I don't land on a dual space, which is interesting. Mario will now get his 2nd star, and will also reset the star jars, which is a little annoying, but you know, he's Mario. That's what he does. Nah, I'm sorry, Mario. We're all just sad because he's not being voiced by Charles Martinet anymore. he's still our boy. Right.
We did, before the show started, we did make a little Chris Pratt, and you know, like, oh no way, that's Jack Black, and like, yeah, the novelty has worn off. I think at this point, isn't it?
In the word, listen, I know he spent a lot of time stomping Koopas. I don't know if Chris Pratt is the most qualified man for voicing Mario. At least in the future, he did fine in the movie. I'm being a little hard. I'm being a little hard on the guy, but. I am very sad about, and as should everyone, about the fact that the man has been voicing Mario since the character has had a voice will no longer be a part of this, including this game. Like, you think about like all like the side Mario games that Mario has had a role in, like Charles Martinet is voiced in every one of those. All right,
that must be like hundreds of, like over 100 surely, like. Roles.
Yeah.
Crossovers and all.
Probably hundreds. I mean, I don't know in how many of those Mario actually has a voice, but I would be like surprised if it wasn't like in the hundred. Like I don't know. That guy probably has like hours just of voice clips of Mario that he can put on his resume. So good for him. All right, we're gonna play a 1v3 with me as the 1. And hopefully it will not be Trackstar, but sometimes hope does not prevail, you know?
Oof.
This game would be fine if I can just kill them really quickly, but I have a sneaking suspicion that will not happen.
Well, you might still see the funny.
I unfortunately only get Toad there. Luckily, the button mash demands on this game are not nearly as intensive as Get the Let Out, for example. Now hopefully I can get the 2 Mario brothers in one go here. which we do. Beautiful. So it wasn't that slow. That sometimes you'll have to chase them down all three lanes, which is very inconvenient if you're trying to do a speed run. But yeah, we got Waluigi in first, where he belongs. I will actually not get either of those stars yet. I will wait for Luigi to come in with his star pipe and get him. I don't know why I even went down to the... I didn't really have to go down to the item shop. Because there's only one turn left after this, so... I don't exactly have to worry about having enough star pipes. Provided I don't throw away my star pipe again. I'll go to the bottom of the map here. Just so I can hopefully, avoid a duel next turn. There's still the very looming possibility of a duel, which if Mario had chosen to go down there, we would have gotten. But luckily, Mario probably got really sad when I told him he was no longer voiced by Charles Martinet, so he probably was not in the mood for a fight. Sadly. All right, Nag Bag. Don't buy a star pipe. He bought star pipe. That's fine. As long as Toad and Luigi only get one more star, instead of if Toad gets 2 stars, then we'll have a problem. But he doesn't have an avenue to doing that. And we've actually gotten really lucky with the duels, I have to say. Usually, like if I'm in first at this point, we would have I would have played like at least like 2 or 3 duels by now, just because this board doesn't have a lot of spaces. It's very dense. It's very compact with dual spaces and the like. So yeah, but let's hope. Let's hope. I don't want. I probably just jinxed myself like 10 times over by going on that tangent. But you know what? When has Luigi ever let me down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I might have to use my star pipe, unfortunately, because I just saw another vision. I saw another vision of Luigi, of the board almost being over, and Luigi using his triple dice to get 2 more stars. Unfortunately, called the Goomba. Oops. This is a rhythm minigame. My phone just shut off, which I'm using the voice call right now, so hopefully I can still hear you guys. I'm not doing too good at this thing. When you're hitting hitting a good rhythm, there'll be colored notes coming out, and I'm just getting all gray, sad, unmusical notes. Unfortunately, I'm not the most musically talented man in the world.
I mean, hey, it looks like you got a whole lot more than the rest. Oh yeah, just by a bit.
Yeah, just by a tiny bit, but you don't want just to win. You want to crush. You want to crush the opponent's spirit. Yeah, I'll use my star pipe. You know, Murphy's Law, right? But anything that can go wrong will go wrong, and Mario getting another star would be unfortunate. And Luigi and Toad is gonna get another star. Wow, that doesn't really. The star didn't really move. The game's out of ideas for where to put the stars. Only 10 coins. Who cares? The good thing is Mario doesn't have a star pipe to work with, so we should be fine on that front. And Luigi and Toad only have 1 star each, so we should be okay, I think. So the snag bag allows you to steal an item from an opponent, but Mario used a snag bag on turn 10, so I didn't be able to use that item he just stole. So not a little bit of a smooth brain play. No, also a smooth brain play. Mario landing on a dual space when I explicitly told him not to, but. Oh well. And it's a 2-star duel, so I have to win this too. And cheap chances on the board. But there is no world where I lose Goomba Wrangler. I'm a beast at this mini game. Or maybe it's just the CPUs are really bad, but I like to think that I'm a beast. Am I good with this Mario? I'm not even looking at the top screen. I should have bombed. Mario's on the highest difficulty we've seen yet, and he got 0 Goombas. Oh Mario, you card. Well, now they can use all the star pipes they want. They're not matching me in stars. We'd probably have gotten that star too. With his triple dice set and big nose. I'm sorry, Luigi. He hasn't even been that bad to me this run. Alright. Toad has a 20% chance of letting out a duel. So surely, the odds are in my favor, right? The odds are in my favor. Yeah, and the odds are in my favor. Alright, Luigi, take us home. Take us out. No duel. No duels. All I ask. Don't land that evil purple space. I don't think he did. Oh, he could get spat back to start here. It wouldn't even matter. Okay. Well, that changed the math a little bit. Alright. But I believe in Luigi. He's a changed man. We have to do some math here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He actually did get a duel. Wow. Are you kidding me, Luigi? Wait, no, he didn't, because the star jar doesn't count as space. Wait. If he goes down, he gets a duel. If he goes up, he does not. And if he goes right to the right, he does not. Alright, Luigi. You have a choice. We can be friends forever, or you can turn your back on me. I've always considered you a friend, Luigi. I've never said anything disparaging about you ever. So, you know, I think that I'm entitled to your friendship here. No, oh, Luigi. Come on. Was it something I said? Whatever. Can I lose this one? I can lose this one. I still have more stars than everyone else, so... Cheap chance? Don't care. This is the luck-based minigame that I try so hard to avoid. But even if I lose this one, then I still win, so... Thanks to Mario giving me all his stars. Alright. So you have to pull a line with a cheap Jeep on it to win this mini game, which we did. So we tied, which means I still win. I had no path where I didn't win. I'm too cool like that. I can throw this mini game too, but I won't because they all are. Yeah, they all do not want to be. They do not lend themselves well to just throwing them. But it's actually a fine minigame on this board. I exclude it from the not yet unlocked 2v2s just because if you get on the first board, then it's like 40 seconds instead of like the 18 seconds that's about to be.
Wow, this one looks particularly goofy. Out of like
it's a cute one. It's just two pals lifting themselves across a bookcase.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're cool like that. See, Toad and I, we're G's. But anyway, that is a Chemix library done, which is the 4th of 5 boards. And now we have to fight Kamek. which is not a very hard boss, but it is an interesting boss. So we'll see it in a minute.
Okay.
That's another unflattering angle of Kamek, I have to say. Basically, we start at the back of his library, and we have to make our way to there, and we get a little book to write on, and a little gun with paint ink balls in it. I don't know who thought of this minigame, but I mean, it's pretty fun, you know. This is intense. Like, oh, that bookshelf is moving. Oh no. It's not that intense. So now, once we get to the end of the library here, we will see the man himself. Remember, Kamek is the one who initially launched us off in the opening cutscene, which I guess you guys didn't see because I skipped it, but. Yeah, we have bad blood with Kamek. This is a blood feud. But yeah, he's a little dumb because when he gets his face covered with ink, he starts casting his spells all around the library. But I feel like if you were an accomplished magician, like you would know not to do that. And you can like get a really fast cycle here if you if you hit him with enough ink balls before he like starts casting his books there. But I don't really know how to do it. Like I said, that's for the boss bash people to figure out. Like I run the 2.5 hour category. I don't have time to worry about these 1 minute boss fights.
Yeah, understandable.
Yeah, ain't nobody got time for that. Anyway, now we are in the final board, which is Bowser's Pinball Machine. We have Wario, Luigi, and Toad. I'm going first. The CPUs are at their hardest at this point. But you know, there's what can you do? But just keep chugging along. This board has the same star mechanics as the first board. The stars will move around the board, and there'll be 20 coins each, which is how most Mario Party boards work. And there's a lot of fun event spaces too. But first, I gotta get to the star, or at least now that my opponents get to the star and buy it. I'm gonna be very aggressive about buying stars in this one, just because the CPs are so dangerous that like it's not worth it just to try and avoid being in first place. But yeah. So Luigi just land on the cannon space, which will blast him to the bottom of the board. So hopefully Wario will land into a blue space and play a 4-player minigame. Where does that put him? That puts him on a blue space, okay. Alright. I mean, we still get a 1v3 because if you land in the green space, it's random whether it's like attributed to a red or blue space. But usually, if you get 3 players on a blue space and 4 players on a green space, you get a 4v4 minigame. It is a very good one too. This is a very fun one. It's like you're in a clock, a grandfather clock, apparently.
Okay.
A lot of Mario games where you like climb in clocks. Like Mario Kart DS, there's TikTok clocks, Super Mario 64. I don't know what this guy's obsession is with clocks. But yeah, Waluigi wins. And now I am the only one who can buy a star, which is exactly as planned. You know, I rolled a 1 last turn. And a 2, wow. You're really moving along, Waluigi. At this rate, you'll get the first star on turn 7. At least Toad and I are in the same boat here. Oh, I don't like that he went left. Usually I would like that he would go left, but now we're not gonna play a 4-player minigame. So we just got flung to the stratosphere by a pinball. What is it called? Flippers? And then
Yeah.
And then that means he just gets flung to the top of the board and gets 10 coins for his trouble, which actually is good for him because the star's up there. All right, hopefully it's a 1v3 with me as the one. I would like that very much. Because now Luigi can afford a star, and the other CPUs are very close to it. Nah, please don't be Molthrill. Toppling Terror is perfect. As you recall, this game involves blowing on the microphone. Perfect. And like all of the end of this game is like really suspenseful. Like you think it's gonna fall on you, and you just like, whoosh.
Yeah, I don't think physics work that way, but you know, it's the whimsical world of Mario Party. Well,
yeah,
we let it
exactly.
slide.
The Womp he's just a joyous man full of whimsy, and who can blame him? I think he will get me to the star. Oh, and for this middle thing, if you like match the center, if you match the center thing with like the two numbers on the side, you get that amount of coins times 10. So if it's a 6, a 6, and a 6, you get 60 coins, which is an absurd amount of coins. In fact, this board involves. There's a couple things in this board you can really like rack up your coin count. There's a roulette green space, which they might see a little bit later. Which I don't even know how they got into this game without like raising this game's rating. But alas, actually, I don't like that. 'Cause now Wario can buy a star. In fact, everyone can buy a star now. Why even try? Bum 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 bum. Why do I have halfway dice block? Halfway dice blocks, as we saw last board, are the same as normal dice blocks, but are only 1 through 5 because apparently people like rolling less than their potential. All right, pretty smooth first 3 turns though. I just want to not open the floodgates of all the CPUs getting a billion stars. Sprinkler scalars again. We get to see 2 more CPUs die a horrible death by getting pelted with water. Fun. And the CPUs are... You can see, like, the 2v2s are actually faster on the last board just because, like, the CPUs can actually, like, they have actual brains. They have something between their ears. So yeah, we're actually going to finish this minigame pretty quickly thanks to Luigi's whims. And Wario and Toad will be unfortunately they will pass on. I'm a superstar. Everyone has their own I'm a superstar line. Including Toad, which is very funny to hear Toad say that. You know, because we all love Toad's voice. I will probably buy a double dice set here, just to be safe. Like I said, you can never be too careful on this board. When I was practicing, I did like 3 no reset runs this week. This is the one board that I ever lost. So, you know, things can go south pretty quickly. And you'll see what that little like star platform means a little later too, hopefully. But I do not want the CPUs to go there because it does exactly what it looks like. If the CPUs can land themselves in the star zone, they just get stars for themselves. Yeah, so, and Luigi just got star block. Like, there's always that tiny, slim chance of something going so horrifically wrong. Wario does get the star there. That's fine. I'm still beating him. And he lands on his own hex. That was giving 5 coins, I think. Probably it's not a coin block. Right, next star is pretty far away, which I like. Yeah, I'll just get 5 coins. And Toad and Wario can't actually afford the star yet. So we're doing pretty good here. We're almost out of 4-player minigames to unlock though, but usually I'm out of 4-player minigames before the final board, so that's not terrible. Title pools, you just like avoid the waves and get coins. It's one of those minigames where you just like you just get the amount of coins you get at the end of the minigame. I really want to prevent Toad and Wario from getting any coins at all, because they both can't afford stars yet. I want to keep it that way. Doing a secret technique with Waluigi to manifest good RNG. Nice. I got 27 coins. Everyone else got 0. That's always a boon.
Nice.
I'm the superstar. Yeah, we're doing pretty well here. Going pretty smooth. I'll just use my regular dice. Oh, I will be subject to duels, of course, but this board doesn't have like there's a lot of duel space, but like this board's pretty big, so at least they're like spread out enough. As opposed to like KMX Library, where it's just everywhere. Oh, another snag bag? Why does Toad have 2 snag bags? I just use one of them. Alright, but Toad's gonna go up to the top of the board and get 10 coins. And Luigi will roll a 13, which is a lot. But yeah, they're pretty smooth right now. Probably buy himself a snag, but probably has another dice block. He really likes his halfway dice blocks. He didn't buy double dice. But yeah. Yeah, so so we're about to see those 3 green spaces on the left, on the right there. Well, you can't see them here, but those 3 green spaces will either take use of the Bowser zone or the Star zone. And the Bowser zone, if you roll into the green space there, you'll lose all your stars and coins. If you're lucky enough to go to the Star zone, which is about a 10% chance you land on that space, which Wario was about to, then it's basically just rolling onto a star block. You get 1, 2, or 3 stars. Let's hope Wario goes to the Bowser zone. Thank you, Bowser. Oh, he went to the Star Zone. Oh, okay. You guys didn't see that. We're turn resetting. That is frustrating. Turn resetting is legal, by the way. It's not like I'm creating a save state. I would never do that.
No, never. Not in a speedrun.
No. I have far too much integrity as a speedrunner to create a save state during this game. But yeah. We do not support. Did Toad really just get 2 9s? I reset the turn to make it better, and Toad just gets a star. Is that what I'm seeing? Maybe he'll buy another snag bag. No, he won't. No, he's too smart. Oh, Toad. Alright, where's the next star going? That's fine. We're still in the same circumstances as before, whereas Toad and Wario are still too broke to afford the star. Toad could not stop himself from shopping. Alright. All right, Luigi. That's a much better roll than a 13 that he got last time, so can't complain. And Wario will get himself a 1. Wow. Why couldn't we get this one last turn? Alright, well I'm the 1 now, so Rubber Ducky Rodeo. Oh, that's a fun mini game. This is another funny mini game. They're all riding rubber duckies. I have to buck them off. The rodeo.
No, this is quite cute. Just, you know, the fellas having a nice old... Yeah.
Yeah, it is cute. Unfortunately, Toad is being a little annoying.
Unfortunately, Toad must fall on.
Come on, Toad. Oh, beautiful. It's a lot faster on the first board because the CPs are so stupid. They just jump off the rubber duckies right away. But yeah, Waluigi is the king, and we are all his subjects. All right, last 5 turns of the speedrun, boys and girls. All right, Luigi. Don't say stars for 5 coins. Don't say it. That's fine. I'd rather get a star than him lower the star cost. Now everyone has a star. Oh yeah. Yeah, I have a... Oh, I just rolled myself onto a duel, really? Already? I'm going after Luigi. That's good. I can bankrupt Luigi. Don't be late to get the let out. No, I can't get the let out on this board. I can't button mash well enough. I'm sorry, guys. I just don't have the button mashing dog in me. I didn't win, did I? Oh, we tied. That's fine. Usually I lose that one to these CPUs because they're so good at mashing. I mean, they're not good at mashing. They're just computers and a screen. They don't have to mash, but they made them too good. All right, Toad's going after the star. Is that another duel? No, surely not. No, it's not. Remember how I talked about the CPUs being all clumped together? I like that they're all clumped together right now. That's good. Oh, I don't like that I just put a star block down. Because anyone can land on that and get like 3 stars. He's probably gonna get a star next turn. So this is the roulette. This is the roulette little roulette mini game. But you can't see it because the CPU plays it. Most green space is only like work if the players are playing it. Unfortunately, and I don't really want to play that green space because it loses me time. But if I land on it, I'll show you guys. All right. So Luigi's probably gonna start next turn, which is fine. Or battle too. Actually, if Luigi loses the battle, he's not getting a start next turn. Cheap chump. The last battle minigame we have to unlock before the horrible, terrible, horrific minigames come. So let's hope we don't get another battle.
We've seen a large collection of like the mini games and battles and stuff like that. Is there a personal favorite? You might have mentioned already, but let the folks know what's your favorite.
My favorite mini game in this game. So my favorite mini game in this game is actually not, because we remember how at the beginning we selected simple instead of all mini games. My favorite mini game is actually not in a speedrun. It's called Shuffleboard Showdown.
Oh,
and it's
okay.
like you basically just like swing chips at your opponents, and like the strategies are like so fun. But in terms of the speedrun, my favorite is probably just Rotisserie Rampage, because it's the fastest. The one where you're just like on a spinning hunk of meat, you had to not fall into the grill.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of good mini games in this game. Like they use the touchscreen and the DS mechanics so well in this game, and that's why it's my favorite Mario Party. I signed on the star block, by the way, so I'll take that. It'll put me in first forever, but I mean, can't complain, right? Now I don't have to worry about winning. Yeah, because Luigi set down a star block and I landed on it, so poor Luigi. He just cannot catch a break in this run.
No.
And he lost a triple dice too. Unfortunately, I'm out of my little the circle I like to stay in now, but that's okay. I can avoid duels. We'll get another star here. But he's not a threat to me anymore. All right. So you can't. No, actually, I'm the only one who can even afford a star anymore. I'm like playing Monopoly. They're too. They can't. They're all too broke. They're stuck going to the item shop and buying so many items. He does not get a duel, thankfully. Yeah, the rest of the run should go pretty smoothly. Yeah, see, I just talk about this mini game. A beautiful mini game. Because I could just hold one button.
Is that wow? Let's go.
Yeah. And as long as Toad isn't, yeah, the mini game's already over. We all go home now.
Nice.
And while we maybe have fallen into a giant grill that probably at least give us third-degree burns, at least we saved him time, right? Speedrun is all
like a
about.
grill.
I want to use my triple dice here because they're the. I don't want to go to the Bowser zone. I don't want to get duels, so I just wanted to pass over on everything. Toad will probably use the triple dice, but he doesn't have start coins to do anything, so unless he gets triple sevens. At this point, we're just rooting for no duels, just no duels, and then we will be chilling. We'll be big chilling. We need to roll a 2 to get a duel. No, bum 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 ba-da-dum. Poor Toad. You're not getting 2, that's what matters. He's gonna use the last of his remaining funds to he can't stop himself from shopping. Poor Luigi. Poor everyone. They ran into me.
Well, he has already run himself into the ground, coins-wise.
Yeah. Alright. That's not a duel, right? No. Alright, beautiful. Beautiful turn. 2 more turns left, and then Bowser. Another 1v3. Where would I go, please? Now we get Track Star, of course. Heaven forbid we get a nice. Actually, I had to win this one because Toad's like right next to the star, if I recall correctly. But the Toad, is Toad right next to the star? Well, anyway, I'm gonna win this one anyway. Toad's running so star. Yeah, Luigi got run over, just got run over. He will be missed dearly, but I was able to survive Toad's onslaught. Oh, nice. Now, if Wario could just hear me and just go another direction, this minigame will end. But I have a feeling Wario cannot hear me.
Ooh, let's see.
Oh, he actually did.
Oh.
Yeah, Wario and Waluigi. Friends forever. And still no one has enough for the star. Beautiful. Keep it going. I'll go this way. I'll use my double dice next turn to avoid that dual space, and then I should be fine. That's not a duel. He does buy another snag bag though. Toad really loves his snag bags. He can't. He's a kleptomaniac too, as well as a shopping addict. But we all have vices. All right. I've actually been very pleasantly surprised with the low amount of duels we got on this run. I almost said that if Luigi had gone up, he would have gotten a duel. So I thought I just did the mother of all jinxes, but Luigi decided to go left. So we've actually been we've been very fortunate this run in terms of me being in first for a long time and not having to deal with duels. TVs all love their snag bags. Not complaining, because... Oh no, wait. I did just jinx myself. Oh, come on, Wario. We were just best buddies.
So I'm not very clued in when it comes to Mario. Are they just like good like work colleagues, or like are they brothers?
I think
these two, like Wario and Waluigi.
I don't know. In another DS game, in Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Winter Games, there's a little fact sheet about every character, and it confirms that Wario and Waluigi are not brothers.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're just pals. They're just bros. Well, not bros, but they're just
brothers from different mothers, let's say.
Exactly.
They're homies.
They're just two cool dudes just like hanging out.
Exactly.
Well, now we can get short fuse or chips and dips, both of which are on the board. And we get chips and dips, which is not only extremely long, it's also luck-based.
Oh, great.
C'est la vie. Couldn't have everything go right.
I was hoping that this would be about like fries and sauce, but it's actually about gambling.
Yeah, you basically just have to choose a card, and the card will give you that many chips. It's not a very complicated minigame. Got two. I'm not doing too well here, but again, this is all formalities. I don't need coins. I need to keep my stars. I just need no more duels to happen. But you don't always get what we need. And if you get the Bowser on this round, he'll have your current chip count. So you don't want to get Bowser. Oh wow, I got 10. I'm actually winning this. As long as Luigi gets 1, a 2, or Bowser. Oh, actually won. Good job, Waluigi. You're a great gambler. Oh, fun fact. This minigame is not in the South Korean version of this game because of the gambling. So, if you find a South Korean copy of Mario Party DS, it's actually like the optimally fastest fastest version to play this game on.
Wow.
Because it doesn't have this mini game.
That's incredible.
Yeah. Just a little piece of trivia. I do not have access to the South Korean version of Mario Party DS, but if any of you out there do, consider speedrunning. Alright, last turn. Let's bring it home.
Let's go.
I did not want to roll that high, but I just wanted to skip the dual space. But whatever. Whatevs. There's a 0% chance of me losing from here. Like, a meteor would have to crash through my ceiling for me to not win this, I think. Wow, Toad, you're so extra. Is that a duel? Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, it's not a duel. You missed it by 1. Wait, it's going down? That changes the math. I thought it was going to go left. Okay, he did not get a duel. Thank you, Toad. Thank you, Toad. Toad, I appreciate you. Don't roll a 1. Okay, Luigi is fine. Just Wario. Come on, Wario. Is that a duel? It is! Yay, Wario! Woo! Oh, couldn't just let me go. You couldn't just let me go. Let me go free. Wait, you can take my coins. I don't need them. Can you just give the duel? I'll just give them to you. And it's cheap chance. Like, come on, Wario. It's an insult that you think you have to play this minigame. Like, do you think this will increase your chances of winning, Wario? It'll go from 0 to 0. Oh, great job, Wario. Yeah. Do your ha ha ha. Oh no, I lost. Oh, I am so sad about that.
Oh,
my heart breaks. My body trembles with sadness, Wario, because you beat me in a duel. I hope you're happy, Wario. And the battle. Oh wow.
He sounded happy.
We might see the other worst minigame.
Oh no.
Oh, woo, yeah! Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. So this is the worst minigame in the game. You guys get to see it. Because we just take turns blowing on this bomb, and eventually it goes off. They have to do it 2 more times. I hope I hope everyone take this in because, you know, now we actually get it. And if you don't blow, the bomb just blows up. It's a mic mini game in case you weren't aware.
They really do like to show off the mic mini games. They're just like, well, the console has one. You know, we've got a mandate. We've got to like get at least 3 mini games where we have to use this.
Yeah, it's like you're doing an exhibition of the DS. You have to show off all the fun features of the DS. I lost time from talking there because I wasn't blowing enough, but whatever. All right. Oh, Wario just kind of screwed me there, didn't he? No, there's no way I can not get blown up there. Alright, now I get to watch Toad and Wario battle out for 2nd place, because even though this game's already decided. This game's gone on so long, the music for this minigame is looped twice. It's not even good music. Alright, again, Wario, I hope You're so happy for winning these pointless mini games that just serve to take my time away. Ugh. Get me out of here. Alright, that's the last board. Now we just have one final boss to do and we will be done.
Let's go. Good luck, good luck.
We gotta go, punish Bowser a little bit. With my 5 stars. We got Bowser Cohen in the left here. Let's see. This is actually a very interesting final boss fight, and I'll say it when time ends. Because Bowser, if you like Tears of the Kingdom, the new Zelda game, Bowser did it before it was cool, just turning into blocks. Very threatening final boss.
Okay. Interesting move.
Yeah. And we have to hit his weak spot, and you'll never guess where it is. Yeah, he has 3 phases here. The first one is just gonna spin around like a top for a while. So that's the first phase done. And then in this phase, he just turns into a block. And then last phase, just a little snake. And the time ends when I hit him 5 times on this phase, and I'll say it too. So 1, oops, oh, I just blew it. Hold on. Okay, right. Wait another cycle. Usually I can one cycle that, but can't have everything go right. Wow, I am just getting mollywopped. Okay, 3 cycles, I guess. Who needs time save? I can't hit this guy. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna lose. That'd be embarrassing. I've lost this once on PB pace. Okay, that's time. Ugh. And what was our final time?
Alrighty, that is looking like a just over 241, 241.03.
Alright, that's not terrible. That is not terrible for a no reset. We had a lot of things go wrong too.
Yeah, underestimate. That's what we like to see.
Yeah, that's what matters. So yeah, the end of this story of this game, Bowser, we tie up Bowser, and then he gives us his sky crystal, and then everyone lives happily ever after.
Yay!
The Mario game. What are you expecting?
Yeah. Alrighty. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for taking us through that. And for everybody, who stuck around, and Umbre for sticking around, because we've had a few sort of tech issues here and there. Yeah. You can see that I am being held up by Umbre at the moment. But we're still here and we made it through. Umbre, any shout outs that you want to give in regards to this game? Any people that you want to thank for, making it the run that it is? Yeah. And if people are interested in learning it, what can people learn? And who do we have to thank?
Yeah, so first off, I want to apologize for the tech issues as well. Florida internet after a hurricane is probably not the best formula, but I thank you all for very much to stick through. Shout out instantly comes to mind, Joey Powell's. He held the record before I did. He brought this game down so far, and he was a huge part of optimizing it. So huge shout out to him. And for me, I shout out to Ghost TSR just because I saw his run on Hotfix a couple months ago, and he inspired me to apply to Hotfix, and I'm glad I did. He ran Super Mario Galaxy. Shout out to Ginkabor and Mizai for being very supportive members of my chat. And if you want to learn this game, join the Mario Party Discord. But honestly, just start this game up and do a run. It's a luck-based game. You get a world record first try. But yeah, just join the Mario Party Discord, and we'll be very happy to help you. So thank you GDQ Hotfix for having me on, even through all the stuff.
No, thank you so much for submitting. And if people enjoyed, how you played this game and your commentary, where can they find you?
You can find me at twitch.tv/UmbreSR, just the first 5 letters of Umbreon and then SR. And then I do speedruns of this game, other DS Mario games like Mario 64, New Super Mario Brothers, Mario Kart DS. So if you're into that, I would highly recommend checking it out.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for showing that all off. Everybody definitely go drop Umbre a follow and do stick around because the hotfix don't stop. Well, we do stop during the day, but we are going to be having another hotfix show after this. We're going to be having a garage match where we will have, I believe, 2 sets of speedrunners that will be having a go against each other in loads. I imagine they're going to be strange. It's Presentia. He comes up with strange games, but it's going to be a whole load of fun. Do stick around because the hotfix action does not stop. We will be back in 2 weeks of time or so. And yeah, enjoy the rest of what will be on offer today. See you soon, folks.